10-5 overall, 5-2 in conference play. Elizabeth Forward starting to solidify a playoff appearance, 12-6 overall, 4-3 in conference play. And Southmoreland now tied with Albert Gallatin. Both of those schools 3-4 in the conference. Albert Gallatin 7-8 overall. Southmoreland 14-5 overall. AG a big game tonight as well. They're on the road at Elizabeth Forward.
Yeah, should be, like I said, we're coming down a home stretch, right? All these games seem to get bigger, especially if you lose a couple. You know, it puts a little bit more heat on you, but that's probably a good thing. It'll almost feel like a lot of these games are playoff games at this point, and you got to treat them that way. And so I think the Raiders will be fine. I think it's just a little bit of a wake-up call. Sometimes a couple of losses in a row might be just the right medicine for these kids to maybe pay attention a little more in practice and get a little bit more focus.
I'd rather have them now, certainly, in the postseason. And you look at that loss Saturday against Baldwin. They're the number 3 team right now in 6A. Belle Vernon always peaks during the second half of the section season. Always tough to play a game in the Mon Valley on the road, especially when you start to get into late January and early February. And certainly South Allegheny playing some pretty good basketball as well right now. And on the Southmoreland side, again, we'll have our eyes on Ty Keffer, averaging 21 points a game. We mentioned Southmoreland's playoff aspirations. They're looking for their first playoff appearance since the WPIAL Open Tournament back in 2021. They last won a playoff game back in 2017. Should be a lot of fun tonight when our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues. We'll talk to Uniontown head coach Rob Kesmarski and Southmoreland head coach Frank Messino. And we'll also get a check-in of our other contests tonight. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs hosting the Belle Vernon Leopards with TJ DeStefano and Tony Hanula. That and more ahead on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show here on WNBS, Trib Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
I'm Bill Martin, and along with my partner Trip Radcliffe and Rob Harper, are attorneys at Radcliffe Martin Law. Our primary focus at Radcliffe Martin Law is representing people hurt in accidents. However, we handle workers' compensation claims, estate planning, real estate matters, and class actions. Radcliffe Martin Law is your hometown firm that offers conveniences not possible with Pittsburgh firms and provides better service than those firms. Radcliffe Martin Law, your local injury attorneys. 724-439-3930.
NovaCare Rehabilitation is now in Masontown. Using a personalized plan of care and one-on-one sessions, NovaCare gives you an advantage in rehabilitation. Dr. Haley Cruiser and our professional staff are certified to use industry-leading treatments, including LVST Big Therapy for Parkinson's disease, which increases mobility, improves balance, and decreases time necessary to complete tasks. These services supplement NovaCare's exceptional orthopedic, concussion, and vestibular dysfunction resources. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call our new Masontown office on Route 21 McClellantown Road at 724-491-5220.
Take the facts. Fayette County's got it. Convenient and comfortable. Take the facts. Anywhere in Fayette County, we'll get you there. Take the facts. Safe and reliable. Take the facts. Fast and fun. Ride the facts. Come ride the facts today.
With all this snow, I don't know how I'll get to the doctor's office and get my shopping done. At my age, I can't drive in this weather.
Don't fret. Let FACT do the work.
FACT?
Yes, Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation. They have multiple programs to get you where you need to go. All FACT buses are safe, reliable, handicap accessible, and have free Wi-Fi.
Well, that sounds great.
Just make a reservation the day before your trip by 2 p.m. Call the FACT office at 724-628-RIDE or visit factbus.com.
Thanks. I'll call FACT right now.
Ride the facts. Come ride the facts today.
Go to 40 Uniontown and trade me in.
John Clinton with Dominic Carbone from 7-time President Award-winning 40 Uniontown. Dom, is it true we have over 90 pre-owned vehicles on the lot?
John, we have more pre-owned vehicles now than we've ever had. Cars, trucks, SUVs, we got them. Both Ford and non-Ford, most are certified with factory warranty and competitive rates. So, John, what's new with new?
Well, Dom, I'm glad you asked. Listen to this. All 2023 F-150s have 1.9% for up to 72 months. That's right, XLs, XLTs, Lariats, all models except for Raptor. And get this, Ford has a huge push on all 2023 SUVs with great rates on Escape, Edge, Bronco Sport, and don't forget the Explorer and Expedition. Stop, click, or call for complete details.
Remember, we still offer online maintenance appointments and no-charge pickup and delivery to your work and home.
Your car knows, shouldn't you? That's 40 Uniontown on top of the hill across from Applebee's or 40uniontown.com. Must finance with Ford Motor Credit. Not all buyers will qualify.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
And good evening, everybody, from Laurel Highlands High School. Getting set for Belle Vernon and Laurel Highlands here tonight. I'm TJ DeStefano along with Tony Hanula and Sarah Camp behind the camera. Our pregame show is sponsored by Sproul's Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. They will get you ready for the game. They are located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Call 724-437-9812 for the Sproul's Insurance Group. And our video stream tonight is sponsored by Movement Physiotherapy and Target Safety Solutions. Laurel Highlands 0-7 in section play, 2-17 overall. They have lost 14 in a row, including their last game, a 82-54 loss on Tuesday to Albert Gallatin. And on the other side, Belle Vernon 5-2 in section play, 10-5 overall. They are coming in off a win, a big win, Tony, over Uniontown on Tuesday, 69-65. I know a game that you were at.
Yeah, and it was a great game, actually, and one of those things where Belle Vernon really had to win the game to even put themselves back into possible contention for a section title, and they did just that on their own home floor. And it was one of those things where in the fourth quarter, great foul shooting by Belle Vernon, going 9 for 14 down the stretch, and especially by Zion Moore, who actually went 5 for 6 in that fourth quarter alone from the foul line, and it was the difference in the game. And it was one of those games where, you know, we've said it all along, Belle Vernon's one of those types of teams where you don't know what you're going to get. Sometimes they come out and play extremely great basketball, and other times it's just one of those things. But over the last few games, they've been playing really well, and the Laurel Highlands Mustangs going to face a really good team here tonight.
And you mentioned Moore, 25 points in that game on Tuesday. He got his 1,000th point as well, and he is the fourth leading scorer in the WPIAL at 24 points a game.
Yeah, and he's scoring, and you're right, and that 1,000th point was his thousandth point as a Belle Vernon Leopard. Actually has over 1,400. He's closing in on 1,500 points overall in his career. So, you know, great scorer and can do pretty much anything he wants on the court. And it's one of those things where the Mustangs are really going to have to concentrate on keeping him intact, and so that he can't beat him alone by himself.
And for Laurel Highlands, it's been a struggle. As I've said, they've lost 14 in a row. They have not won yet this year. And the game on Tuesday against Albert Gallatin, they actually led after the first quarter by 2, but then they ended up getting outscored 20-6 in the second quarter. And after that, Tony, just everything fell apart for the Mustangs.
Well, and we've seen that a lot from the Mustangs this year, and that's been one of the things. They've had like one bad quarter, and it's really just cost them the game. And you know, it's really tough to get back when you get down 14 points in one quarter and then try to make that up, you know, throughout the game. And it's just, you know, we've seen that a lot. We've seen a lot of turnovers and things like that. But I will give them credit for this, and I've actually talked to Coach Smith about it. This team does not quit.
Not
and
at
I
all.
give them that. They play hard from the beginning whistle till the final whistle, and you got to give them credit because they always consider themselves never out of a game.
Yeah, and it's tough when you haven't won, 14 losses in a row. You just looking for something to get some kind of confidence to build on.
Exactly, looking for some kind of spark, and hopefully they can pick one up here tonight to be a huge win for them.
It would be, and we'll have it coming up here at 7:30 tonight. We'll be on the WMBS Facebook page, as well as the South Union Township Sports Network and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Belle Vernon and Laurel Highlands at 7:30, and we hope you join us then. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with more of our C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night here on WMBS.
Davis Law Firm has been helping injured people in Fayette County for over 45 years. If you've been injured and you need an attorney, call today. One of our 6 attorneys will come and meet with you if your situation is such that you can't come to us. We will not rest until we get the maximum amount of money for you that you deserve. I'm Attorney James Davis, and I will fight for you. Call me today at 724-437-2799.
pizza, beer, atmosphere. It's all at Mom Maruka's Pizza, located on Barton Mill Road in Uniontown. Mom Maruka's is your prime spot to enjoy local high school sports. Family owned and operated, the Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, wings, and the best Italian hoagie and homemade bruschetta in town. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday from 4 to 10 for indoor and outdoor dining and takeout. Don't forget Mom's catering services for your next party or gathering. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu and live music schedule.
Accidents can happen at any time. At Stewart Collision Service in Uniontown, we are here to repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Have dents? Stewart Collision Service does paintless dent repair. So give us a call at 724-437-9381 or stop by 73 East Fayette Street for all your collision needs. We work with all insurances. Stewart Collision supports our local high school sports teams and wish you the best this season. That's Stewart Collision Service, 73 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, 724-437-9381.
Are your dentures cracked, loose, broken, or missing a tooth? Hey, maybe it's just time for a new set of dentures. If that's the case, check out Uniontown Dental Associates, located at 7829 National Pike in Uniontown. They can make you new dentures faster than other offices, and in most cases can offer same-day denture repairs. They also offer teeth whitening, clear braces, and single-visit crowns. Just call their office for your appointment today, 724-438-0241, or visit their Facebook page for more information. M&R Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel safely to school in the Fayette County area for more than 4 years. M&R Transit is a proud sponsor of the Laurel Highlands basketball team and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information about M&R Transit, call 724-439-3164. 724-439-3164, or stop by their Uniontown office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue. Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. They'll answer your questions and get you started on your next home project. Conveniently located at 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. For more information, call 724-366-8274 or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page. Zen's Construction Warehouse, their surplus is your savings.
Ryan Rozak back here in the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. A pair of WPIAL high school boys basketball games on WMBS tonight. Uniontown hosting South Moreland. Laurel Highlands also at home tonight. The Mustangs taking on the Belle Vernon Leopards, being joined now by Uniontown head coach Rob Kazmarski. And Rob, after a 14-0 start, your Red Raiders hit a little bit of a funk right now. You've lost 3 of 4, suffering a conference loss on the road Tuesday against Belle Vernon. Your thoughts on how things have transpired here over the last week and a half?
Yeah, well, to be quite honest with you, that was our first section win and first section loss. That was fine. And I think everybody's in agreement about playing the tough exhibition games, and we have, and we're 9-2 in exhibition games. And I think people forget that we played Baldwin, the number 3 ranked team, the 6A team, without our point guard. So that should be we don't have moral victories, but just to be quite honest, we could have beat Baldwin. We lost a tough South Allegheny game after playing the night before, but no excuses. Like, we wanted to win those games, and unfortunately we didn't win those games. But again, right now we're 6-1, and that's our only focus. And like I said, our kids are playing. Our kids are doing everything they're supposed to do. And Belle Vernon's a quality team on their home court. Some things didn't go our way, but it's something that you can only look forward to. And let's just talk about our quality wins that we have too, that we're looking at with Aliquippa and all these teams. And we're trying to win the section. If we win the section, we'll be one of the top seeds, and that's all we can do. And we're playing a really tough Southmoreland team.
You're always tough when you get down to the Mon Valley as well. Belle Vernon always tough at home, not only this year, but traditionally over the years. And obviously you had some calls that didn't go your way as well on Tuesday night.
Yeah, it was a tough game. But again, Belle Vernon is a really good team. We've been very fortunate the last couple of years to really get the better end of the wins. But again, they have a Division II player, and I thought Kovacs played his best game of the year by far. So I mean, it is, and it's hard to go through. It's hard to go through the section undefeated. You've been around a long time. I've been fortunate because of the players we've had. We've won 11 of them since I've been the coach, and only 3 of them we were undefeated. So last year we were 9-1, and if we can finish out strong, we can go into the playoffs at the same, a game better than last year, and probably be one of the top 3 or 4 seeds or whatever it is. But Some of the other teams around us, too, that went in the section, if you look, there are a lot of 15-3 teams. There's one in 16-2. There's ones that had some bad losses, you would say, but really didn't get affected by the seeding. But all we can do is control playing, and I will say this. We played a lot of basketball the last couple of weeks, but the last 2 days of practice is probably the first time in a long time that we had Calvin and we were full speed and really did a really good. The last 2 days were very energetic. You have players that are going back to the YMCA at 5:30 in the morning, so they're great kids, and we got to be able to be ready to go.
Yeah, certainly you've not been at 100% as well health-wise over the last couple of weeks. I'm sure that's played an impact as far as what's transpired out in the court as well.
Oh yes, it is, but again, we're not as healthy as we were when we beat Downingtown and beat Aliquippa. But unfortunately, injuries are a big part of basketball. And right now, we're just getting Calvin's legs back, and he's just a great kid, and in my opinion, one of the better guards in the entire WPIAL. So to have him back at full strength here this last week and to regroup for the playoffs is something that we're looking forward to. And again, our kids have put a lot of time in these last 2 years. Their records are what they've done in the last 2 years is something. And again, we still feel our best basketball is ahead of us. And again, we wanted to play these exhibition games to help us prepare. And whenever you look at their records, in fact, I'll be sending you, Brian, when you look at their records that we're projected how they're finished, the WPL committee in a couple weeks have to take a look at that.
Well, you have Southmoreland tonight, and they certainly played you tough first time around. Actually, just go back 10 or 11 days on their home floor. You got the win 66-54. What did you learn in that game that'll help you out tonight?
Well, this keeper is one of the better players in the section, and they have some other players that are good, too. Collins still isn't starting, but he's coming in at the 3-minute mark in the first quarter. And he's a good player for them. They're going to play an aggressive man-to-man defense, and we worked on that to prepare for that. But again, we have to limit their outside shooting. That's the thing. With Kepler, but he's a really good player in my opinion. He's one of the better players in the section. So I'm sure they're fighting. They lost a tough game to EF. They lost a few, and they're really this is probably a must game for them for the playoffs. So next time I don't know if it's a must game, but I know they want to win and make the playoffs. They started out like 13-0, so I know they're going to play their best game. Frank does a great job, and we have a lot of respect for him, and our kids are looking forward to the challenge.
It should be another fun night, Rob. We appreciate your time. We'll see you out at the game tonight.
All right, Brian. Thanks so much.
That's Uniontown head coach Rob Kaczmarski. As we mentioned, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs also in action tonight. Laurel Highlands at home taking on Belle Vernon. We'll talk to the head coach of the Mustangs, John Smith, when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated over 275 civil and criminal trials, some of which have been aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Phone 724-425-1162 or email TommySchaefer@hotmail.com.
Houston Chiropractic Studio is the new chiropractic office in town. Located inside Spin Unlimited, just behind the Texas Roadhouse, Dr. Stephen Lint and Dr. Brooke Sova are well-versed in the latest chiropractic and soft tissue techniques to help you get out of pain and functioning at your best. Call 724-912-6505 or go online at www.brucewellness.com for more information or to schedule your appointment.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy. Casey's Sports Cafe, located at 243 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown and owned by the Vernon family, wants you to know they have new evening hours. And those new hours are 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the weekends. Come to Casey's Sports Cafe and check out their new menu ideas and entrees. Casey's can also cater your next event. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Casey's is the place to eat. Call 724-550-4126.
Introducing Target Safety Solutions Division, LLC. Located at 94 Atlas Road in Uniontown, Target Safety Solutions specializes in vehicle calibrations after a vehicle is involved in a collision. Target Safety Solutions can perform vehicle alignments, state inspections, minor mechanical repairs, including brakes and suspension work, as well as tire replacement. And their alignment machine can accommodate lowered vehicles, dually trucks, and box trucks. Vehicles are now made with many safety features in order to keep their occupants safe. That is the reason Target Safety Solutions was originated. The new state-of-the-art facility at Target Safety Solutions is open from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. They are currently taking new customers and accepting commercial and fleet accounts as well. Nick and Mike are ready to provide you with fast, friendly, professional service. Call Nick at 724-562-2960. That's 724-562-2960 for Target Safety Solutions, located at 94 Atlas Road in Uniontown.
Brian Rozak back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. A pair of WPIAL high school boys basketball games on WMBS tonight. The Uniontown Red Raiders hosting the Southmoreland Scotties, while the Belle Vernon Leopards are at Laurel Highlands taking on the Mustangs. Joining us now, Laurel Highlands head coach John Smith. And, Coach, a tough loss for you on Tuesday against Albert Gallatin. You actually hung with the Colonials early, but AG able to pull away in the second half. Your thoughts on how the game transpired?
Well, yeah, I thought we did a good job game planning. They gave us a lot of problems in our house with the 1-2-2, the pressure, and I thought we did a good job coming out, executing the game plan, being patient, and the boys did a real good job. We knocked down some shots, actually got them to come out of the zone. They went into man. We got a little tight there. I think they went on a 10-0 or 12-0 run to end the first half, and we just never recovered.
You have Belle Vernon coming up tonight. Of course, the Leopards coming off a big win over Uniontown on Tuesday.
Yes, sir. They're playing well. Watch the game. Coach, he got some athletes down there for sure, and they gave us a lot of problems last time we played down there. They like to really amp up the pressure and cause a lot of chaos for the opposing team. So, we worked on that in practice this week. Just being patient, and taking what the defense gives us, and, looking forward to getting out there tonight and competing.
Really a tough final 3 games of the regular season to wrap things up. You're hosting Belle Vernon tonight, on the road at Southmoreland on Tuesday. Then, of course, the big game with Uniontown next Friday.
Yeah, definitely. Our section was very, very competitive this year. I mean, as you can see, we got AG got a win against against Belle Vernon. Belle Vernon got a win against Uniontown. Uniontown's winning. I mean, it's Southmoreland, EF. The conference is loaded with talented teams and good players and good coaching. Our boys, we're up for it. We're not hanging our heads. We're not pouting about what's going on. We've had some very competitive games this season, and unfortunately, we haven't been able to close out as many wins as we would like. But there's been more than a handful of games this year that were decided in the last minute or two of a game. The boys go out and they compete hard. They continue to compete hard. I know that the Mustang fans and families are proud of the effort, and I am too. We just got to keep putting our heads down and going to work.
Well, Coach, appreciate your time. Best of luck against the Leopards tonight.
All right, Brian. We'll see you later.
That's Laurel Highlands head coach John Smith. Again, the Mustangs hosting Belle Vernon tonight. That game on the WMBS Facebook page. We'll also have coverage both on the radio and on Facebook with the Uniontown Red Raiders hosting the Southmoreland Scotties. And we'll have more ahead in our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show in just a moment.
For attorney Melinda Delarose, helping people with compassionate counseling, candid legal advice, strong advocacy, and professional commitment is what she does best. With an office at 99 East Main Street in downtown Uniontown, Attorney Delarose specializes in family law, municipal law, and general civil litigation, as well as personal injury, estate planning, probate, and more. For more information, call Attorney Melinda Delarose at 724-437-3200. That's 724-437-3200, or online at delaroselaw.com. Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a veterans organization located in Fayette County since 1950. They are proud to advertise on WMBS sports programs and to contribute to the Veterans Hospital, local sports teams, and scouting organizations. Best of luck to all of our local teams from the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood. Fallen in love with a house? Head over heels for a home plan? Take the plunge. Apply for a mortgage loan with First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. Feeling commitment shy? Complete a mortgage pre-qualification. It's simple. 100% online, and you'll get a personalized answer within one business day. Then save the date for a move-in day or groundbreaking and put a key ring on it. Apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729. Brian Morozak back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Again, a pair of WPIAL high school boys basketball games tonight. Laurel Highlands hosting Belle Vernon. Uniontown also at home taking on the Southmoreland Scotties. Being joined right now by Belle Vernon head coach Joe Salvino. And Joe, really a great win for your program Tuesday over Uniontown. We talked about how your team likes to peak here in the second half of the season, and you certainly did that. Tuesday night against Uniontown, you had to be happy with the performance.
Yeah, I am happy. I thought we played well. Uniontown being a good team, this is the time for us to, start climbing that ladder to start peaking to where we have to be. Me and my assistant coaches were talking we've only actually really had our football players for a month now, and it seems like that they're starting to get in sync, and that helped.
Yeah, you don't see too many times where a team loses by 30 to an opponent early on in the season. They comes back and knocks them off by 4 the second time around. Do you think that was a product of getting some of those football kids back, or did anything else play a factor in that?
Well, I think that's one of the factors, and I think right now that the kids are starting to buy into the defensive part of the game. Before it was just about the offensive part, and now I think that they see if we played decent defense and we start doing some of the things that we have to do, that we could be a pretty good team.
Might have been the best game I think Trevor Kovacs has played all season.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt about that. Trevor's starting to come on. He's starting to shoot the ball better. He's always played hard. I mean, that's one thing that I have to give Trevor a lot of credit for. He always plays hard, always gives me 110%, but his shooting is starting to come on.
And you still have an opportunity if Uniontown slips up here down the stretch to get a share of the section title. Your game's against Laurel Highlands tonight, then you'll host Albert Gallatin on Tuesday before traveling to Elizabeth Forward next Friday. Your thoughts on the road ahead here for your Leopards?
Well, again, we have to just make sure that we're taking care of what we have to take care of. We have to take care of Laurel Highlands today, and then move on from there. I can't concern myself with other teams. In fact, Uniontown plays. Uniontown plays.
They have Southmoreland tonight. Yep.
Yeah. No, I don't. No, I would like to see Uniontown win because then that puts us up 3 games with Southmoreland. So that's. And then when they play EF, then that would put us up 2 games. So. I mean, we have to take care of what we have to do.
And you guys had a solid section this year, and obviously the committee's going to have some big decisions to make next Saturday as well as far as placing all of these teams. But it kind of seems like no matter who's out there, you kind of want to try to avoid Lincoln Park, obviously, in that playoff field.
Well, that's true. I mean, but, you don't want to be on their side of the bracket. But, again, there's a lot of other good teams out there, too. Hampton's good. Montour has a really good team. And, of course, you have Uniontown, and Avonworth is supposed to be a good team. So, there's a lot of other teams out there. Sure, if you get on the Lincoln Park side, that you're eventually going to have to play them before you get into the championship game. But, those things have to take care of themselves.
And you have some big non-conference games are down the stretch as well, an opportunity to tune up for the playoff games against Gateway and Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah, that's. I'm glad we got. It's a makeup. We were supposed to play Gateway before, but we had that snow and they canceled it. I'm glad we were making that up. And TJ was looking for a game, so I immediately called them because we needed a game too. And I was glad to see that we're going to play them. Two really good 5A schools that are ranked.
Well, Coach, appreciate your time. Best of luck against Laurel Highlands tonight. We appreciate you taking the time to talk with us.
No problem, Brian. Thank you very much.
That's Laurel Highlands head coach Joe Salvino. Again, the Leopards at Laurel Highlands tonight taking on the Mustangs. Stay tuned. We'll have more ahead on our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show in just a moment.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pumped for you, oil checked, and windshield cleaned? Joby's Golf. That's where. Joby's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Basin Boulevard. Joby's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station that has been serving the Uniontown area for 50 years. Joby's Golf offers lockout services, a fenced-in storage lot, and it's a AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasek has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
The T-Berry Law Office and attorney Vincent M. T-Berry would like to thank everyone who voted them Best Law Firm and Criminal Defense Attorney in the 2023 Best in Fayette contest. The T-Berry Law Office specializes in criminal defense, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. The T-Berry Law Office is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. Make your first call to attorney Vincent M. T-Berry and the T-Berry Law Office. Phone 724-430-0300 or visit their new website at tberrylawoffice.com. The T-Berry Law Office. Small town, big results. Chris Parker Jr., the temperature's going down and prices keep going up.
But not at Autoland. Prices are 40 below here.
Are you kidding?
We are offering 40 below dealer invoice on new 2024 Hyundai. That's a savings of over $8,000 on select all-wheel drive SUVs. Or ask about available 0% APR finance.
Any other special offers?
The nationally advertised specials by Hyundai that you see on TV are available here at Autoland. Like the 2024 Elantra SE with a payment of only $219 per month.
Is Hyundai still offering 3-year, 36,000-mile free complimentary maintenance?
Yes, we are. And don't forget, along with lower prices, you also get Hyundai Owner Assurance, America's best warranty. 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, 5-year, and 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper coverage with every new Hyundai purchase. A direct from the Hyundai factory warranty. A warranty that gives you protection, not excuses.
Autoland Hyundai, downtown Uniontown, online at AutolandHyundai.com or phone 724-437-9999.
And remember, you always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. Problems with swallowing are common and they're often ignored. They occur in people of all ages and they have causes that are highly treatable. Doctors Ruthart Calabrese Hoppy and I specialize in the care of swallowing disorders. To seek help, call our team at U.S. Digestive Health at 724-437-7677.
Brian Morozek back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. A pair of games on the air tonight. Boys high school basketball action. The Uniontown Red Raiders hosting the Southmoreland Scotties. Also on the WMBS Facebook page. Belle Vernon at Laurel Highlands. We talked to Southmoreland head coach Frank Messino about the challenges for his team facing the Uniontown Red Raiders.
Yeah, I just got done watching film about 15, 20 minutes ago. And they're pretty scary. There's a lot of talent all over the floor. They're athletic. They got size. They can shoot the ball. You have to
they speed you up and they get you to play at a speed you're really not comfortable playing at. And, when that happens, normally you make mistakes. And, I think you got to stay calm, handle the pressure, make good decisions when you break the press. If you have the numbers, obviously you have to take it. But when you don't have the numbers, you got to be patient enough to bring it out, run offense, force them to play some defense. They just have a ton of weapons offensively, though. So you can't give them any easy stuff in transition. You got to make them work. You got to make them work in the half court. Make them run their half court stuff and score that way. Which they're more than capable of doing, but you have to pick your poison.
Southmoreland did play Uniontown tough when the two teams met 11 days ago up at Southmoreland High School. In fact, the Scotties actually led the Red Raiders in the third quarter, but certainly another challenge for the Southmoreland team now on the road facing Uniontown tonight. So it should be another fun night of high school basketball. Southmoreland at Uniontown. Laurel Highlands hosting Belle Vernon. We'll get you out to your game next when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues here on WMBS.
And good evening, everybody, from Laurel Highlands High School. We're getting set for Belle Vernon and Laurel Highlands here tonight. TJ DeStefano, Tony Hanula, and Sarah Camp behind the camera here tonight. Our video stream is being brought to you by Movement Physiotherapy and Target Safety Solutions, and our pregame show is brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. They will get you ready for the game. They are located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Call 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. Also, our South Union sponsors are Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, the Sprouse Insurance Group and agent David Hughes, SWGI Specialists, now part of U.S. Digestive Health, Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 north of Uniontown, the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns, United Bank, and South Union Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. Again, Laurel Highlands comes in winless in section play at 0-7, 2-17 overall, coached by John Smith in his first season. The Mustangs have lost 14 in a row, still searching for their first win this year, coming off an 82-54 loss against Albert Gallatin on Tuesday. And on the other side, Belle Vernon, a 5-2 section mark, 10-5 overall, coached by Joe Salvino in his sixth season. And they're coming off a big 69-65 win over Uniontown on Tuesday night, a game that you were at, Tony, that saw Zion Moore with 25 points. He got his 1,000th point in the fourth quarter of that game, and he is the WPIAL's fourth leading scorer at 24 a game. Also, Trevor Kovac had 19, and Tommy Davis had 13, 8 rebounds, and 5 blocks in that game.
Yeah, and they played well. They played extremely well against a very good Uniontown team, and it was one of those things where Uniontown turned the ball over a couple times here and there, but really good defense all night long by Belle Vernon, and it was one of those wins where they just had to win in order to see anything about a section title at all. And they got a good coach. Joe Salvino's been at it quite a long time. This is his 38th year in coaching, so he's been around a lot of games, and he knows what he needs to do to get his teams ready to go.
And yeah, he had quite a career at Monessen before coming over here to Belle Vernon, and he's doing a nice job with this program in his sixth season at the helm.
Correct, and that's just it. I mean, he knows what to do. He's had a couple WPIAL championships. He's got a couple state championships, so he knows what he needs to do to have his team ready. And right now, he's got them fired up pretty good. I mean, they've been playing extremely well. They lost to a good North Hills team last Saturday only by 1 point. They beat a good Southmoreland team the game before that, and they also beat Uniontown, who was leading the section, on Tuesday night. So, like I said, they're starting to peak right at the right time here with the season coming to a close next Friday night.
And again, Laurel Highlands, they have not won a game since December the 12th of 2023. It was 59-40 over Connellsville. They've lost 14 in a row, and on Tuesday they lost 82-54 to Albert Gallatin. That was a game where the Mustangs actually led 19-17 after the first quarter, but then they were outscored the rest of the way, and the really where it ended for them, Tony, was in the second quarter where they were outscored 20-6, and they just could never recover from that.
Yeah, and they're going to have to try to avoid that here tonight, TJ. As we said in the pregame, it's one of those things where the Mustangs, almost like they go into a little bit of a lull, at least in one quarter of the game. And, it's really tough to come back, especially in high school basketball like that, and especially when you're playing good teams. So they've got to pretty much right the ship here tonight, stay away from the turnovers, play good defense, and try to hang in here with a very good Belle Vernon team.
And Ethan Koffler had 13, Aiden Black 12, and Jaden Ringer 11 in that game for the Mustangs. Now, these two teams did play back on January the 9th, and Belle Vernon won it 81-52 at Belle Vernon. And the Leopards were led by Zion Moore with 20, Curtis Wade with 19, and Tommy Davis with 12. Also, Alonzo Wade had 12. Ethan Koffler led the way for the Mustangs with 17. And that was a game, as we talked about too, Tony, the Mustangs were down 22-7 after the first quarter of that game. They were outscored 22-16 in the second, and then 29-11 in the third. They did outscore Belle Vernon 18-8 in the fourth, but again, a bad start to that game the first time around, and they were unable to recover, and Belle Vernon just put it away.
Yeah, and that's just it. Like I said, as long as they stay away from that bad quarter, they've got a shot in this game, but it's one of those things where they just got to stay focused for 4 quarters, and I'm sure John Smith would be happy with that too if that's what they did.
In our last game we did too, we talked about that because the Mustangs they've looked good at times for, couple quarters, 3 quarters, but they just haven't been able to put together a complete game yet this season because they've been in a lot of these games and they probably could have won several of these games that they've lost this year.
Most definitely, and that's the thing. Like I said, it's just you can't really explain it. I mean,
no.
It's one of those deals, and they just start turning the ball over, have a lot of turnovers in one quarter, and as we said, just a lot of ground to make up, and it's tough.
Is. And you mentioned earlier, I mean, they still play hard. The effort's there. They're battling every game, so the team is definitely not quit at all. And that would be easy to do in a situation like this when you've lost 14 in a row. You're struggling, but they're giving the effort every time out there.
I would agree, and that's one of the things. I mean, you have to be proud of that if you're Coach Smith, because it's one of those deals where they've actually never quit playing, even though they've been down. And we've seen that in a lot of games. I mean, we were up at Latrobe, and, they were down, at one point in time, maybe 25, but they hung in, stayed with it, still played hard. But, it's one of those things where it would be great to see them get a win here, especially within the last 3 section games that are left.
So we'll take a break, and we'll be back with more from Laurel Highlands High Schools. We get you set for Belle Vernon and Laurel Highlands here tonight. You're listening to the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night. I should say listening or watching on WMBS, our Facebook page, as well as the South Union Township Sports Network and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. From chips and cracks to splits and shatters, if you need new glass, Fay West Glass Company is the one to call. Fay West Glass has served Fayette and Greene counties for over 25 years and specializes in residential glass installations and replacements. Proudly local and veteran-owned, Fay West Glass will earn your business. 724-439-8600. Are you considering a project design and don't know where to start? K2 Engineering offers a wide range of professional, civil, architectural, and municipal services to meet your individual project needs. Our versatility combined with our personalized approach is what sets us apart as a full-service engineering and consultation firm. To learn more about our services, please visit us on the web at www.k2engineering.net. K2 Engineering, where customer service is our priority. It's time to order your free at-home COVID test so that you will have them when you need them. Peachin Pharmacy can help you get your free COVID test. Just call 724-626-9600. That's 724-626-9600. Or you can stop in the pharmacy inside Peachin Market in Connellsville. When you are looking looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 until noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today, 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense. UPMC Rehab Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community. They treat sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacement, hand injuries, and other conditions. You can call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access, and they can contact your doctor for you, 724-437-7500. As our pregame show continues here tonight from Laurel Highlands, let's take a look at the standings here. Now, the Red Raiders are 6-1. They've already clinched a playoff spot atop the section, 15-3 overall. Then Belle Vernon right behind them at 5-2, 10-5 overall. Elizabeth Forward is 4-3. 12-6 overall. Then Southmoreland and Albert Gallatin are both 3-4. The Scotties are 14-5. Albert Gallatin is 7-8, and Laurel Highlands at 0-7 and 2-17. And the other games tonight, Albert Gallatin is at Elizabeth Forward, and Southmoreland at Uniontown. That game, of course, on WMBS as well as the WMBS Facebook page. So still 3 more spots up for grabs for the playoffs out of the section, Tony, with 4 teams, battling for those final spots.
Correct, and that's the thing. I mean, at this point in time, I mean, you have a pretty good feeling. I mean, you almost got to think that you're going to have Elizabeth Forward, Belle Vernon in for sure. Well, I shouldn't say that. Let me back up a little bit, because you have Southmoreland's playing tough, but a loss tonight costs them if they lose to Uniontown. Same way on the other side. You have AG playing EF tonight. If they can get a win there, that really puts them right back in the driver's seat, too, in the way of what they can control throughout the year. You've only got three section games left, tonight, Tuesday, and Friday. So it's one of those deals where, if a team gets hot, they can actually will themselves into playoffs, and that'll be the way it is. And it's one of those deals where you got to worry about the seeding as well. So, Uniontown doesn't want to falter. They want to win the section title, but a loss to Southmoreland tonight could really trip things up. I mean, it could be a big deal. I mean, they're going to be tied. If Belle Vernon would win and Uniontown would lose, both teams tied for the section lead.
Yeah. So a lot up for grabs in these final games for these teams. Belle Vernon, after tonight, they will host Albert Gallatin on Tuesday. Then they'll finish at Elizabeth Forward. After tonight, Laurel Highlands, they will be at Southmoreland, and they will finish up on next Friday at home here against Uniontown.
Right. Cross-section rivalry always, and and those are big games. And like I said, even that game with Belle Vernon and Albert Gallatin, it's one of those things. Albert Gallatin beat them early in the year by 3. So, you can't count them out. And it's you never know what you're going to get in a section. It's been a really good section throughout the year, no matter what.
It has been, and of course for Laurel Highlands, they're just trying to finish out here, try to get a win. Again, it's going to be tough tonight, and as I mentioned, they're going to have Southmoreland and Uniontown, and I think I did the first game against Southmoreland. That was a close game, probably a game that Laurel Highlands had a chance to win, and then they always play Uniontown tough. I know the first time around, that was a very good game that Uniontown won. Yeah,
it was a lot closer than we thought it was. I think they ended up losing by 13, I think. And it was one of those deals where they hung with Uniontown. But, they just had a rough quarter, and it ended up costing them a game because they couldn't dig out of that hole. And you never know. Like I said, the last couple section games, and as we said, with LH playing the way they do, as tough as they play, it's one of those deals where they can actually determine who makes the playoffs throughout this section play.
And how big would it be, Tony, for Laurel Highlands to get a win here in these final 3 games.
Well, I'll tell you what, if they would win tonight, it would be huge, especially against a very good Belle Vernon team who just came off a win against Uniontown. And like I said, you figure if they can beat Southmoreland or if they can even beat Uniontown in the final game of the season, you never know. It's, we've seen some strange things happen no matter what.
We have. That's why they play the games, right?
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Yeah, so it's coming down, excuse me, coming down to crunch time here. It's hard to believe as well if the high school basketball season, the regular season, is going to be done next week already. And we're thinking playoffs.
I mean, you look at it and you think, okay, December 1st, here we go. Season kicks off. Next thing you know, early February, you're done. You're going to be looking at playoff seedings next Saturday already. And,
I know, that's crazy, isn't it?
And it's one of those things where you just, the season goes by quick. And as we said, too, only having 10 section games makes it extremely difficult because, you lose 1 or 2 that you should win, and it changes your whole season.
It really does. So it'll be, again, the Mustangs now. Belle Vernon, as I mentioned earlier, they beat Laurel Highlands 81-52 back on January 9th. That was their first win since over LH since 2021. Previously, LH had won the last 4 meetings. Belle Vernon is averaging 67 points a game, allowing 62 a game. And on the other side, the Mustangs are allowing 54. They've scored 54.8 a game. They're allowing 68.4 a game. And also, this is going to be Laurel Highlands' first losing season, Tony, since 2018-2019, when they went 4-17, and that is also the last time they missed the playoffs. So that is something that hasn't happened around here in quite some time.
Well, we saw a few good Laurel Highlands teams over the last couple of years, and actually, I was thinking back to that game you mentioned. The last time that they lost to Belle Vernon was at Belle Vernon, and I do remember that Rod Gallagher got injured in that game and couldn't really play the rest of the second half, and Belle Vernon ended up beating him down there. And it was one of those things where it was the battles all the time against these teams, no matter what, over the last few years. And like I said, hopefully the Mustangs, gee, I'm so used to doing everybody's game here. Hopefully the Mustangs can come in here and be ready to play here tonight.
Well, we are getting set to go here, and we'll get the starting lineups now. And the starting lineup is being brought to you by SWGI Specialists, now U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown. A different name, but the same team, providing the same exceptional digestive care to our communities. Wishing the best of luck to our Fayette County teams. Tony, all yours.
All right, let's go with the starters for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs tonight, as we mentioned, coming in at 2-17 overall, 0-7 in Section 3-4A. Head coach John Smith in his first year. His assistant coaches are Shandon Marshall and Paul Eckert and Dr. John Krisner. The Mustang starters for tonight will be number 5, Ethan Koffler, a 5'9 senior guard. Number 13, Jaden Ringer, a 5'10 senior guard. Number 24, Aiden Black, a 5'9 junior guard. Number 31, Shane Layton, a 6'2 senior forward. And number 32, Sevi Vecchiola, a 6'1 sophomore forward for the Mustangs. For the Belle Vernon Leopards on the other side, come in at 10-5 overall, 5-2 in Section 3-4A play. Their head coach, Mr. Joe Salvino, in his 38th year of coaching. His starters for tonight will be number 1, Curtis Wade, a 6-foot sophomore guard. Number 2, Zion Moore, a 6'3 junior guard. Number 3, Trevor Kovach, a 5'8 junior guard. Number 4, Alonzo Wade, a 6'3 junior guard. And number 11, Tommy Davis, a 6'6 junior forward for the Leopards.
All right, thanks, Tony. Both teams are wrapping up their warm-ups here, and we'll have our national anthem, and almost time to play basketball, as Belle Vernon is going to be in the road greens trimmed in the gold, and the Mustangs in the home whites trimmed in the blue. And Both teams, again, going through the warm-ups here, and we're going to be set to go. The officials tonight are Nick Lancaster, Dave Hoon, and Chris Bonchowski as well.
A bunch of local guys, a bunch of guys we all know, a bunch of good referees, actually. So, like I said, they'll be ready to be on top of their game here tonight no matter what.
And again, our pregame show is being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. They will get you ready for the game. They are located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Call 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. And our video stream is brought to you by Movement Physiotherapy and Target Safety Solutions. Time now for the national anthem. And then we'll have the starting lineups again here, and then it'll be basketball time on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night here on WMBS. Bless you. And that was the national anthem, and now we'll have the starters being announced here tonight, and then it's going to be time for basketball on this Friday, Groundhog Day.
Groundhog Day is right.
And it's going to be an early spring, according to Punxsutawney Phil.
So they say. But they said it was cloudy today, so that's why I didn't see his shadow. So we'll take it from there. I think they said, the 21st time overall that he's picked early spring.
Yeah, it's always winter, yeah.
I think they said he was right about 38% of the time, though. So
yeah, so we'll see. It's hard to believe we're in February already. We're already a month into the new year already. The time just flying.
One day closer to spring.
That's fine with me.
It's the only way to look at it.
That's right. And I have no complaints about the weather that we've had so far.
All.
We've been pretty lucky.
We're extremely lucky. A couple cold days, a couple winter days, but overall, not the typical Pennsylvania weather, for winter. But we've been lucky, and we'll take it.
Now we have again the introductions of the starting lineup, starting with Belle Vernon here.
Curtis Wade and his brother Alonzo both getting to start tonight for Belle Vernon Leopards. Zion Moore, as TJ mentioned, scored his 1,000th point as a Belle Vernon Leopard Tuesday night against the Uniontown Red Raiders in the fourth quarter on a made foul shot. But as we said, closing in on 1,500 points because he actually played his freshman season at Monessen.
He's averaging 25 points a game.
And he can fill it up. Yeah. There's no doubt. I mean, he had a good game against the Red Raiders the other night. Like I said, also scored 25 and actually scored 16 points in the first half. But the big part about it was he had 7 points in that fourth quarter, but he was 5 for 6 from the foul line when it counted. And that was really the difference in the game for the Leopards defeating the Red Raiders Tuesday.
Now the Mustang starters being introduced here.
And the other thing, too, is all the starters for Belle Vernon are all underclassmen. So you're going to have this same team coming back and looking at you next year as well. You got a sophomore and 4 juniors on the starting lineup for Belle Vernon. So Coach Salvino, grant I know this season is not over yet, but still he's going to be pretty loaded come next season as well.
Not one senior until you said that, I didn't even notice that. Not one senior on Belle Vernon's team next year, or this year, I should say.
Right. Going to be loaded up again next year. So another force to be reckoned with.
So we're just about set to go here. The Leopards are going to go right to left. Excuse me, Laurel Highlands left to right here. Thanks for being with us here on the WMBS Facebook page, as well as the South Union Township Sports Network and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. TJ DeStefano, Tony Hanula, and Sarah Camp behind the camera here for us tonight at Laurel Highlands High School. And the tap is controlled by Tommy Davis and the Leopards, and they're in the forecourt. Curtis Wade with it now. Over to Kovac. Kovac drives in, floater off the glass and good. And the Leopards strike first, 2-0.
Kovac picking up where he left off the other night. He had 4 made threes against Uniontown, had 19 points, had a great game.
Leighton wide open for 3, too strong from the left side, and the rebound pulled down by Kovac. Now Alonzo Wade. Nice save in there by Davis. Gets it back in, and putting it up and in is Alonzo Wade, and a 4-0 start for the Leopards here.
And full court pressure being applied by the Leopards.
Now at the other end, it's Koffler. Now Ringer spins, turnaround shot. That's an air ball. Big offensive rebound. Leighton, 2 chances at it. He draws a foul on the second chance.
Yeah, good job by Leighton to get that offensive rebound. He can see that ball was going to be missed by Ringer. And the first foul is going to be called against Belle Vernon, and that's going to be on Trevor Kovac. But it's going to send Leighton to the line.
And he gets the first point for the Mustangs. Leighton, 53% from the foul line on the season. And the second gets the roll, and the Mustangs are down 4-2. Just a minute into the contest.
Mustangs playing, it almost looks like a man-to-man now. Thought for a minute they were going to play a box-and-one on Zion Moore.
And there's Moore along the baseline. Drains the jumper from along the right baseline. His first points, and it's a 6-2 Belle Vernon lead. Mentioned Moore averages 25 a game.
Moore also has 42 made threes so far this season.
Wow.
That's impressive.
That is. There's Ringer. Back out to Black. Black, a floater from the lane is good. Aiden Black on the score sheet. He averages 13.5 a game, and it's 6-4 in favor of the Leopards.
I'd like to see more of that from Aiden Black. I think he's a slasher. He needs to go in the lane more often.
Nice pass there, but couldn't finish it was Davis. Black with it now for the Mustangs. Koffler, now Ringer. Now Black. About a 16-footer too strong. Rebound, it's going to go out, and it'll be off Belle Vernon. Stays with LH.
Yeah, good fight underneath there by Sevi Vecchiola as he fought Zion Moore for the rebound, but Moore knocked it out of bounds, so the Mustangs have triggered in under their own basket. Nice pass.
Comes in, and Leighton, he can't get it to go. Nice pass by Koffler, but couldn't finish. Now at the other end, up and in for Alonzo Wade. He has 4, and it's 8-4 in favor of Belle Vernon.
Yeah, and a nice skip pass there by Trevor Kovac to find Wade wide open underneath. And they're going to call a backcourt violation. It looked like Aiden Black stepped on the midcourt line, so a turnover there by the Mustangs.
Down by 4 with 5:41 to go here in our first quarter.
Nick Lancaster to hand the ball to Alonzo Wade to trigger it in.
Comes into Moore. Now back to Wade. Here comes Kovac for a 3. Off the rim, it's no good, and it'll be out of bounds. Moore tried to save it in, but it went out before he could do that, so it will go back to the Mustangs.
Yeah, Kovac got off to a hot start on Tuesday night. He made 3 threes in the first quarter alone for Belle Vernon. As we said, ended up with 4 and 19 points on the night, but guy couldn't miss early on.
Now at the other end, look at that drive by Ethan Koffler, and he's on the board. It's 8-6.
And a turnover by the Leopards. So good defense there by the Mustangs.
See if they can capitalize here, only down by 2. Ringer looks to get it in, comes into Layton, left side. Layton to Koffler, 3-ball, down from the top of the key. And the Mustangs in front 9-8.
Koffler with his 28th made 3 of the year.
He averages 12.9 a game. Here's Kovac, left side for 3. That's no good. And the rebound for Aiden Black. Black quickly ahead. Into the corner. Here comes Layton. Spots up from 3. It's no good. Vecchiola had a hand on the rebound but couldn't get it as Alonzo Wade clears it. Now Curtis Wade with it. Nice pass inside to Moore. He can't finish. Good defense there, but they're going to get a foul on Layton underneath.
Yeah, Layton. Good block on the first attempt by Zion Moore, but able to get the ball back, and Layton fouled him on the second attempt. And really, you can't let Zion Moore wide open on that baseline like that. He got a nice entry pass. Had a couple shots at it, too, and followed his shot well.
He's a 64% free throw shooter, and he makes the first.
Now, he brought that average up the other night because he was 9 for 10 from the line in that game against the Uniontown Red Raiders. He came in averaging 61% before that game, so bumped his average up to 64% for the season.
Makes them both. He's got 4, and the Leopards back in front by 1, 10-9, 4:33 to go first quarter. Black brings it up for the Mustangs. On the left side, that is Ringer into Koffler. Now Vecchiola, and he tried to pass it to Layton and ends up turning it over.
He should have taken that shot. Sevi tried to be unselfish and made too many passes there.
And then off the window at the other end is Tommy Davis, his first points, and the Leopards now lead 12-9.
Yeah, Vecchiola had the defender up in the air with the ball fake. Should have just taken it up.
Ringer with it. Left corner, it's Layton. Wide open Ringer in the lane, dumps it to Vecchiola, and he finishes. Nice ball movement, and the score there, 12-11. Mustangs down 1.
Yeah, Ringer waited just long enough to draw both defenders from Belle Vernon towards him and then dumped that pass to Vecchiola. Nice job by Jaden.
Down the lane, throwing it up, no good for Alonzo Wade. Rebound LH. Koffler, 3-ball from the right wing, way off the mark. Rebound Layton, he lost it. Vecchiola has it. Fight for it. Look at that. He tips it back out to Ringer. 3-ball for Koffler, around and no good. Rebound for Alonzo Wade.
And a near turnover. Alonzo Wade nearly walked.
There's a 3 too strong by Curtis Wade, but a rebound for Davis. Inside Kovac, he gets it to go.
Kovac, no fear in going underneath there with the bigs. So he said only 5'8" junior guard, but went in there amongst the big fellas and able to put that layup up and in.
Makes it 14-11 in favor of the Leopards, and we have a foul here. This will be on Belle Vernon.
I think it's on Zion Moore, who's going to pick up his first foul. Kind of slapped a little bit as he was trying to make the steal.
Second team foul for the Leopards. Ringer to Koffler. Back out to Ringer. Long 3 on the way, and it's money for Jaden Ringer.
Well, Ringer also had 3 mades the other night against Albert Gallatin for the Mustangs. Had 11 points, and right there, that's a big shot. you start busting threes against this Belle Vernon team, it's going to open up the middle a little bit.
We're tied at 14 now. Quick pass inside to Moore. He can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound. Lost it. Loose on the floor. Jump ball, and it will go to Laurel Highlands.
Good hustle there by Jaden Ringer, hitting the floor after that loose ball. And I want to give Sevi Vecchiola props back here, too, on that other loose ball, able to tip it back out to Ringer, even though the Mustangs were unable to convert, but good hustle. And as we said, this team gives its all.
They do. Tied at 14 right now, 12-11, or a 2-11, I should say. Oh, and they lose the ball here, turnover, and Moore will get a basket and a foul at the other end.
Yeah, Aiden Black just a little careless with that pass. Zion Moore stepped right in, made the steal, and then strong enough to go up and convert the layup and draw the foul. So Aiden Black's going to pick up his first, but it's going to send Zion Moore back to the line.
For an old-fashioned three-point play, he misses it. Rebound late, and so it's 16-14. Leopards by 2, the 2-minute mark. Black the whole way to the other end. He draws a foul. He'll go to the line.
Ooh.
Be the third on Belle Vernon.
That's a big foul. That's going to be on Zion Moore. That's his second with, we're going to have to make a note, 1:58 to go here in that second quarter. I mean, if you pick up the third foul on him, you got to be interested to see what Coach Salvino will do here for the rest of this first half.
First foul shot is good for Aiden Black. He is a 60% free throw shooter. He has 3 points now, 16-15. Leopards by 1.
Yeah, DJ Pratt going to check in for the Mustangs. It looked like Ringer might have taken a shot to the face, might be bleeding. He's over there seeing the trainer.
The second is good for Black, and we are tied at 16. 1:58 to go. First quarter. Now the Leopards with it, working it around the perimeter to the right side. That's Kovac. One bounce to Alonzo Wade inside, and that is Zion Moore. He has 8, 18-16, Belle Vernon.
Yeah, you can't let him work the baseline like that. He's had a couple wide open baskets underneath there, and really can't believe that the Mustangs were able to, that he was able to shake the Mustang defenders.
Almost an over and back there, but Layton saves it. Here comes Pratt. That's blocked. Loose on the ground. Mustangs get it, and Pratt picks it up and puts it back up and in. 18 all.
Nice dish by Layton to find the wide open Pratt for the easy basket.
Alonzo Wade with it now. Back out to center. Top of the key, comes into the lane. He's going to the basket with he was falling away or fade away there, and he puts it in from along the baseline.
Nice job there by Wade. Lucky enough to get that basket down. Thought he might have been fouled, but really forced that shot up and able to get it to go.
And he has 6 points, and the Leopards go back in front, 20-18. Now Black with it. Black, they go to double him, and he's going to draw a foul.
And I think that's going to be called on Curtis Wade, who's bodying him up a little bit. So Curtis Wade picks up his first foul. That's the team fourth so far here in this first quarter.
38.9 to go. 2-point lead for Belle Vernon. Comes into Black into the backcourt. Black going to take off with it. Stops at the foul line. Puts up the shot. He gets the roll. That's 6 for Aiden Black, and we're tied at 20.
Yeah, and a nice move by Black to shake the defender, pull up there at the foul line, and get the shooter's touch and get it to go.
Alonzo Wade with it now. Now it's Moore over to Kovac. Tries to go into Davis. He lost it, but regains it.
Backcourt.
And now it's going to go into the backcourt. And it's going to go back to the Mustangs here with 10.6. And there's a timeout for Laurel Highlands. So we have a tie game at 20, Tony, with 10.6 to go in the first quarter. What a first quarter it's been.
Yeah, great start for the Mustangs and able to hang in here so far against the Leopards and really playing good defense. I got to give Sevi Vecchiola a lot of credit. He's holding the 6'6 junior forward, Tommy Davis, to only 2 points so far. So doing a great job in the middle on defense for the Mustangs.
Now the Mustangs just got to keep this going.
Yeah, don't have a bad quarter. That's it.
Off to a great start here. Got to keep battling here. So we come down to our final 10 seconds of the first quarter, all tied at 20. It'll be Mustang ball here, so they'll have a chance at the final shot of the quarter.
Well, it'd be nice to see him knock this one down, go in with a little momentum starting the second quarter.
Pratt.
And the lead.
Yep, Pratt will inbound. Comes in, it might have been tipped, gets it to Koffler, back out to Pratt. Now Black with it. Down to 5 seconds, Black. In trouble, gets it into the corner. Pratt for three, and that's an air ball, and we will end the first quarter tied at 20. So after one, it's Belle Vernon 20, Laurel Highlands 20. We'll be back with the second quarter on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on the WMBS Facebook page, South Union Township Sports Network, and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Looking for a dentist, Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Stay out of the cold this winter, or stay out of the cold with First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County with a home improvement loan, a home equity loan, or a home equity line of credit. You can finally upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729. Back for our second quarter, TJ DeStefano, Tony Hanula, and Sarah Camp behind the camera here, tied at 20. After one, Tony, good start for both of these teams.
Good start for both of these teams, right? But like I said, right now you can see a little, I don't want to say swagger, but you can see the Mustangs feel like they're a little bit confident here. And as we said, if they can pick up the third foul on Zion Moore here early in this second quarter, it would be huge.
So Belle Vernon with the ball, Kovac with it. Deep into the corner, that's Alonzo way. Now Kovac, he comes into the left side, tried to dish it off underneath, and he will draw a foul.
They're going to call that on Pratt, I think, on the reach. So it is going to be on DJ Pratt. So that's going to be his first. And the Mustangs now in a 2-1-2 zone defense to start this second quarter. They're going to call a 5-second count. Wow, good defense there by the Mustangs. Coach Salvino thought it was a little quick. He wants to talk to Chris Bonchowski.
And that was Alonzo Wade who couldn't get it in ahead of the count. So now the Mustangs will have the ball. Ringer back in there.
Ooh, that's a walk. Layton and Pratt both went after the ball together. And Layton came in and just grabbed the ball and actually took 2 steps. So a forced turnover, so that 5-second call really doesn't matter at this point in time.
Both teams a little sloppy out of the gate here in the second quarter. Comes in and picking it up off the floor is Curtis Wade. Now Kovac with it on the right side. One bounce over to Moore. Now back to Kovac. Along the baseline, dumping it inside to Davis. He traveled. So a sloppy start to the second quarter, Tony, for both teams.
Yeah, very much so. Davis just with a little shuffle there, and, you know, good defense there. You had Layton and Vecchiola both in the middle and did a good job of clogging it up before Davis could try to take that shot.
Black with it for the Mustangs. Still tied at 20, just about a minute into the second quarter. Black will pull it out to center now.
You know, they made a switch. They have Curtis Wade guarding Aiden Black right now instead of Zion Moore.
Ringer, nice job. He's trapped along the sideline. Tightly guarded here. And it's going to be out of bounds off of Laurel Highlands. They couldn't save it. Pratt tried to get it, but went out of bounds.
Yeah, it's a good pass. Pratt was trying to make a move before he actually caught the pass. That ball kind of went right through his hands, so it's a turnover by the Mustangs.
Moore gets it in to Alonzo Wade. Now over to Curtis. Now Kovac. Kovac in the lane, and he is going to draw a foul, I believe, inside somewhere.
Let's see who this foul is going to be called on. I think it's going to be called on Ringer, but I just want to make sure. No, it's going to be called on Layton. And that's a big foul, too. That's his second. Yeah, I didn't know who he signaled for sure.
Comes in long to Moore. Moore looking inside for Alonzo Wade, and it's off his hands and out of bounds.
A little bit too much steam on that pass, although trying to get it through all the defenders. Wade just couldn't come up with the catch.
Yeah. Again, as we said, sloppy second quarter for both teams, and we still have no scoring, still tied at 20. Black. Now Ringer, right side, drives the baseline. Hoffler, long three is no good. Rebound, Kovac. Moore dumps it off to Curtis Wade, can't get it to go. Davis comes flying in there, and he knocks it out of bounds, and it goes back to Laurel Highlands.
Yeah, so we played almost 2 minutes here, and neither team able to score a point so far in the second quarter.
More turnovers in this quarter than points.
Right.
Ringer with it now, back out to Black. Black couldn't drive. Pulls it back out.
Curtis Wade can play some defense. There's no doubt about it.
And almost getting in there for the steal was Belle Vernon. Now Vecchiola, no basket because he traveled.
Yeah, he kind of drug that foot a little bit as he made that ball fake. And that was a good call. I know Coach Smith doesn't agree with it right there, but Sevi did drag that back foot just a hair as he tried to make that move. So now you're going to have a couple subs coming in now for Belle Vernon. You're going to have number 5, Dominic Galani, checking in, and also number 14, Dane Doherty, checking in. So looks like Curtis Wade is going to take a seat, and also Tommy Davis going to take a seat for the Belle Vernon Leopards.
There's Doherty, cross court on the left side to Kovac. He'll cross court it to Wade, and it's out of bounds. Stepped on the sideline, and another turnover, and still no scoring here, Tony. We're 20-20 still.
Well, we said it was a close game after one, and it's a close game now, too.
It is. Both teams can't get a basket here. Both teams really have had much of a look at a basket here.
Not at all.
More turnovers than anything. Black, now Vecchiola. Now Ringer. Coming inside to Koffler. Oh, he can't get it to go. Slid off the rim. Vecchiola, the big rebound. He gets it to go in. And there's our first points of the second quarter. The Mustangs in front 22-20.
Good work by Sevi Vecchiola. Good position underneath to grab that offensive rebound. Took it up strong.
Moore, right wing for three. It is down. Zion Moore is up to 11, and it's 23-22. The Leopards back in front.
43rd made three of the year for Moore.
Amazing. Black, way off the mark on that three. And then we're going to have a foul in or underneath there, and it's going to be on Laurel Highlands.
It's going to be on Jaden Ringer. Zion Moore with that rebound, and Ringer tried to swat it out of his hands and came across his arm. So Jaden's going to pick up his first. That's the team third so far here in this second quarter. No fouls by Belle Vernon yet in the second.
Kovac with it now. Leopards have the 1-point lead. Moore inside to Doherty. Back to Kovac. 3-ball on the way, and it's down. Trevor Kovac, he has 7, and it's 26-22 Belle Vernon.
Yeah, Belle Vernon had not made a three in that first quarter. Now all of a sudden, 2 made threes in this second quarter.
Outscoring Laurel Highlands 6-2 here.
Near steal there by Trevor Kovac. Good job. Tried to throw it off Aiden Black, but he stepped on the sideline. So now you're going to have Luke Martin check in for Sevi Vecchiola for the Mustangs. Now let's see what the scores table.
Yeah, the scoreboard says the Mustangs are winning 119-29 right now.
You know what? I'm not so sure I'd want to do a game like that, but I'd take it at this point in time. Yeah, it'd be great is right. So Vince Capozzi maybe with a little trigger finger down there. Vince got to set it back up. 29-22. Correct score. Both coaches at the scorer's table, and Vince trying to make a correction here, see what happens here. I think Johnny Smith's telling Coach Salvino, I hope like hell we can, excuse me, I hope we can score 119 points in a game. So.
And that gives us time to mention that our video stream is brought to you by Movement Physiotherapy and Target Safety Solutions. And also our South Union sponsors, Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, the Sprouse Insurance Group, and Agent David Hughes, SWGI Specialists, now part of U.S. Digestive Health, Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 north of Uniontown, the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute, and physical therapist Jim Burns, United Bank and South Union Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott.
Yeah, not exactly sure what happened there. You got 26-22. Yeah, sorry, I said 29. I'm sorry, that was incorrect. And now everything looks right. So the referees are ready to get this rolling.
So 26-22, Belle Vernon leads. We have 3:52 to go here in the second quarter, and it is Laurel Highlands ball. Koffler gets it in to Martin, who's now in the game. Koffler for three. Back of the iron, rebound comes out to Kovac. Kovac quickly ahead to Galani. Now back to Kovac. Now it's Alonzo Wade. Now Kovac comes into the left blocks. He almost threw it away. Then they're going to get a foul inside on Laurel Highlands.
That's going to be on Jaden Ringer. That's going to be his second, team fourth. So the next foul is going to put Belle Vernon at the foul line for the rest of the second quarter.
Comes into Moore. Moore walks it around, gets it to Wade on the right side. Now cross-court it to Moore. Thought about the three. Passes on it. Now goes over to the right side. Moore into Doherty. Back to Moore. Moore along the baseline. He tried to, I believe, get it to Galani, but it was stolen by Varney. And here come the Mustangs, down four. Black with it. Black into the lane. The basket won't go. Nothing will go because he traveled, and it's going to go back to Belle Vernon.
Yeah, he just tried to work off that screen by Varney, but just got too deep and really had no place to go. So now you're going to have Shane Layton and Lucas Suchevich check back in for the Mustangs. You're going to have Aiden Black and Jaden Ringer check out. Sevi Vecchiola's going to check back in at the next dead ball.
So the Leopards bring it up with a 4-point lead. Doherty back out. Moore left wing for three is back of the iron. Big rebound underneath by Wade, and he will be fouled, and the Leopards will be at the foul line the rest of the second quarter.
That foul's going to be on Brennan Varney. That's going to be his first. That's going to send Alonzo Wade to the line. Wade, only a 51% free throw shooter on the year.
And he gets the first. He's up to 7 points.
Didn't look like a 51% free throw shooter there.
Not there. 27-22, the Leopards lead.
A couple more subs checking in for Belle Vernon. You're going to have Jude Manetti checking in. And Tommy Davis going to get back into the game as well.
Second is no good. So Belle Vernon outscoring Laurel Highlands 7-2 here in the second quarter. They lead by 5. Koffler to Suchevich. Now Varney at the top of the key. Vecchiola over to Martin, and there's going to be a foul on the Leopards. This will be their first of the quarter.
They're going to call that on Alonzo Wade, and that's going to be his first. He was trying to fight through that screen by Brennan Varney, and he's going to get called for the hold. So now only the first team foul by Belle Vernon in the second quarter.
Martin with it now. Now Suchevich around the perimeter. Koffler into Vecchiola. Oh, all glass on that shot. Had a point-blank look at it. Bringing it up now. That's Alonzo Wade with it. Hands it to Kovac.
Now, and a smart move by Coach Salvino. Does not want Zion Moore to pick up his third. So he's probably going to sit for the last 2 minutes of this first half.
Wade with it inside to Davis. Now Kovac, top of the key for three, off the front rim. Rebound into the hands of Davis. He dumps it off inside, and putting it up and in is Manetti, his first points. And it's 29-22 now. Martin, right side for three. That's an air ball. Back the other way. Here comes Wade. And he traveled. So the Leopards turn it over with 1:25 left in the second quarter. And there's a timeout for Laurel Highlands. And we'll pause as well. You're listening to the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night here on WMBS. The T-Berry Law Office and attorney Vincent M. T-Berry would like to thank everyone who voted them Best Law Firm and Criminal Defense Attorney in the 2023 Best in Fayette contest. The T-Berry Law Office specializes in criminal defense, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. Make your first call to attorney Vince M. T-Berry and the T-Berry Law Office. It'll be the only call you need to make. Call 724-430-0300. The T-Berry Law Office, small town, big results. 1:25 to go in the second quarter, 29-22 in favor of Belle Vernon over Laurel Highlands. Mustang ball. Martin will bring it up. Now he'll hand it to Koffler. Back to a man-to-man look for the Leopards. Koffler to Suchovitz. Over to Koffler on the left side. Out near center, Kovac falls down. Koffler comes down the lane, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Vecchiola in traffic as he draws a foul.
Good ball fake by Vecchiola. And again, good position underneath by Sevi to pick up another offensive rebound. He's going to draw that foul on Tommy Davis. And that's going to be his first.
58 seconds, comes into Varney, can't get it to go, but a foul.
Davis is going to pick up his second foul, but good move by Varney. Just couldn't get that layup to go. So Davis is going to pick up his second foul, and they're going to call that a shooting foul. So Varney headed to the line. Brennan Varney, a 63% free throw shooter on the year.
Misses the first.
And really, we talked about, having bad quarters by the Mustangs, TJ. But you know what? Here's the deal. They've only scored 2 points so far in this quarter. But Belle Vernon hasn't had a great one either. No, only scoring 9.
9, yeah. It's been a sloppy quarter. Missed both at Varney. Sloppy quarter for both teams. 2 big misses there by Varney. Leopards ball, 48 seconds to go. That's Doherty back out to Kovac. Working it around. Meninti gets it back out to Wade. Now Kovac down to 35 seconds. Kovac over to Meninti. He drives into the left blocks. Gets it back to Doherty. Out to Kovac. And the Leopards patient here working it around. They can wait for the final shot. Now Kovac on the left wing. Now top of the key, Curtis Wade. Back to Kovac. Long 2, he'll throw it up and can it. 31-22, 5 seconds left. Koffler with it. Gonna put it up at the buzzer. Oh, and it's an air ball, and that'll be the halftime score as Belle Vernon leads Laurel Highlands 31-22 at the break. We'll pause as well. It's the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night here on the WMBS Facebook page, the South Union Township Sports Network, and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. SWGI is now part of U.S. Digestive Health. If you have a close family member with colon cancer or precancerous polyps, your screening should begin at age 40 instead of 45. Learn more at usdigestivehealth.com. Since 1976, Davis & Davis has represented people and not insurance companies. Our lawyers have experience in litigating or settling personal injury claims, medical malpractice cases, and wrongful death actions together with domestic, real estate, workers' compensation, and municipal law experience. Throughout decades of work, Davis & Davis has successfully represented thousands of cases in local, state, and federal courts. For more information on how Davis & Davis can help you, call 724-437-2799. Shop at Zen's Construction Warehouse on Walnut Hill Road in Uniontown. Family owned and operated by the Nelson family. Zen's has everything you need for that next home improvement project at deep discounted prices. Call 724-366-8274 or visit Zen's on Walnut Hill Road in Uniontown. Zen's Construction Warehouse, our surplus, your savings. Sandy Howe Notary Services provides notary services, vehicle title registration, and transfers in the Smithfield and surrounding areas. Call 724-564-8955 or stop by and see them on Dry Knob Road in Smithfield. Special hello to Ed Walensky watching our broadcast tonight from Sandy Howe Notary Services. Time for our halftime show, and it is brought to you by Radcliffe Martin Law Firm. And our halftime stats are courtesy of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Tony, take it away.
All right, thanks, TJ. In that first half for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, they were led by Aiden Black, who had his 6 points all in the first quarter. He was followed by 5 points from Ethan Koffler, 4 points from Sevi Vecchiola, a made 3 by Jaden Ringer, and 2 points by Shane Layton and DJ Pratt in that first half. 20 points in the first quarter, only 2 points in the second quarter for their total of 22. They were 4 for 6 from the foul line and 2 made threes, one by Jaden Ringer and one by Ethan Koffler. On the other side, the Belle Vernon Leopards were led by Zion Moore, who had 11 points. He was followed by 9 points by Trevor Kovach, 7 points from Alonzo Wade, and 2 points from Tommy Davis and Jude Manitti in that first half. They scored 20 points in the first quarter, 11 in the second for their total of 31. 3 for 5 from the foul line and 2 made threes, both of those coming in the second quarter, one by Zion Moore and one by Trevor Kovach.
31-22 is our halftime score. Thanks, Tony. And the halftime stats, courtesy of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. And again, our video stream courtesy of Movement Physiotherapy and Target Safety Solutions. It's the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night here on WMBS, the South Union Township Sports Network, and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. It's time to order your free at-home COVID tests so that you will have them when you need them. Peachard Pharmacy can help you get your free COVID test. Just call 724-626-9600. That's 724-626-9600. Or you can stop in the pharmacy inside the Peachard Market in Connellsville. Are your dentures cracked, loose, or broken, or missing a tooth? Or maybe it's time for a new denture. Call the office of Dr. Jonathan Kisner and Dr. Jennifer Haar at Uniontown Dental Associates. Thanks to their in-office denture lab, they can make your new denture faster than other offices and can offer same-day denture repairs. Call their office for your appointment today, 724-438-0241. And we're back again, halftime. 31-22 favors Belle Vernon over Laurel Highlands. And we talked about a bad quarter. It really wasn't a bad quarter, I guess, for Laurel Highlands. Obviously, they only scored 2 points. And both teams were sloppy, Tony, with the turnovers in that quarter.
Yeah, it was extremely different than the first quarter, no doubt about that, TJ. And the thing of it was, you're right, we talked about the Mustangs having a bad quarter. Hopefully that's their only bad quarter because guess what? Only scoring 2 points and they still only trail by 9. So they're not out of the game by any means whatsoever. And the thing of it is, like I said, if Belle Vernon has a little bit better quarter, we might be talking a little bit differently here. But you had to take Coach Salvino took out Zion Moore to avoid his third foul. Kind of sat him for the last 2 minutes and 8 seconds of that second quarter, and really nobody could score for either team at that point in time. But you're right, the Mustangs, like I said, didn't do much in that second quarter, but still in this basketball game.
Yeah, definitely. Only down 31-22. And we talked about it earlier, the standings in Section 3 of 4A. The Red Raiders, Uniontown, they're 6-1. They're atop the conference, 15-3 overall, the only team so far to clinch a playoff spot. The Leopards right behind them, 5-2 with a 10-5 overall mark. Elizabeth forward at 4-3, 12-6 overall. Southmoreland, Albert Gallatin are both 3-4 with the Scotties 14-5 overall, 7-8 for Albert Gallatin, and then the Mustangs at 0-7 and 2-17. So we have 4 teams really battling for 3 playoff spots here coming down the stretch. Again, the Southmoreland is at Uniontown. That's over on WMBS as well as the Facebook page, and Albert Gallatin's at EF tonight.
Well, I would think that if the Belle Vernon Leopards could win here tonight, they'd actually clinch a playoff spot. I mean, because I mean, with only 2 losses and 2 more section games to go, I guess they would probably clinch right here. So if they win tonight, they would be back in the playoffs. But still a lot of basketball to be played here. Yeah,
and you mentioned earlier, and yes, Uniontown already clinched a playoff spot, but for seeding and purposes like that, they want to try to win the section. And even now with Belle Vernon right behind them and having just beat them, I mean, Belle Vernon still has a chance at maybe a share of the section title here.
Oh, most definitely. And you got to figure, I mean, the Red Raiders haven't been playing that well. I mean, they lost 3 out of their last 4 games. So, you know, if Belle Vernon can get hot, you're right, they could share the section title with the Red Raiders if they don't stumble down the stretch.
And down the stretch for both of these teams, next week for Laurel Highlands, they'll be at Southmoreland on Tuesday, and they'll finish up here next Friday against Uniontown. And then on the other side, Belle Vernon on Tuesday, they will host Albert Gallatin, and they will finish next Friday at Elizabeth Forward.
Yeah, and I think, and I wasn't, I was trying to listen for during the pregame show, but I think I heard Coach Salvino also say that they were able to reschedule a couple games that got scheduled or canceled because of snow. One of those games being Thomas Jefferson, and the other one being against Gateway. So if I heard that correctly, now I hope I'm not, you know, my hearing's not as good as it used to be years ago. So just ask my wife; she'll tell you that. But I thought I heard him say that during the pregame. So if they do, which they're allowed to play 20 games throughout the year, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did get it rescheduled because both of those teams probably needed a game as well. And those are 2 good contests for them. I mean, 2 good teams. Thomas Jefferson's tough, and Gateway. You know, we saw Gateway actually have, you know, they're a good team. They actually beat Uniontown early in the season. So it's one of those things where you can see that Coach Salvino is really getting his team prepped for the playoffs.
Yeah, and those are big games. And I think, Uniontown's going to play with Berlin Brothers as well. That was a game that I guess got postponed from earlier in the season. They're going to play them, I think, next Saturday they're going to play them.
Yeah, that's next Saturday at noon. It was a game that got snowed out, I think, back in like January 9th or something. Yeah, some Friday night game. So, they do have 3 games next week.
So our final seconds here before the start of the second half. Thoughts on the second half here, Tony, and what you're looking to see from both of these teams?
Well, I'm looking to see the Laurel Highlands Mustangs stay in this game. I'm looking to see them play good defense. They did a pretty good job in that first half, playing pretty good defense. You just got to kind of bottle up more a little bit. And like I said, he had 11 in that first half. And what you need to see is the Mustangs make a couple more shots. I really haven't been able to score a whole lot. Most of the scoring coming from, like I said, Aiden Black and Koffler, but only scoring 2 points in that second quarter and still being in this game. So they're fortunate. So, like I said, maybe turn up the defense a little bit and get it ready to go and score some baskets here in this second half.
And we're set to go here. It'll be Mustang ball. They're in the white trimmed in the blue. They'll go right to left here. And Belle Vernon's going left to right in the green trimmed in the gold. We're underway. Aiden Black with it for the Mustangs. 31-22, Belle Vernon. Here's Vecchiola with it. He'll hand it off at center to Black. They go to double him, and Black will draw a foul.
I think that's going to be on Alonzo Wade. That's only his second foul. And the original starters on the floor for both teams, Koffler, Ringer, Black, Layton, and Vecchiola for the Mustangs. On the other side, Curtis Wade, Zion Moore, Trevor Kovach, Alonzo Wade, and Tommy Davis for the Belle Vernon Leopards.
Black pulls up from around the foul line, missed the shot, rebound Vecchiola, and he will draw a foul.
That's going to be on Alonzo Wade. That's his third. That's a big foul. And again, Sevi Vecchiola doing a great job on the offensive glass for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs here tonight.
Yeah, he's been playing very well here. So the Mustangs will inbound. Koffler looks to get it in. It comes into Vecchiola, back to Koffler. Layton hits the deck hard, and now there's a stop in the action.
It almost looks like he tripped over Tommy Davis's foot as he tried to make a move.
He's up and okay. He's going to go out of the game for right now, and Martin will come in to replace him.
Yeah, grimacing a little bit there, but yeah, Luke Martin going to check in for him.
And we're going to have a foul here on Belle Vernon's. They are already up to 3 team fouls, Tony. We're not even a minute into the third quarter.
And another big foul because that's the third foul on Zion Moore. So now Moore and Alonzo Wade with 3 early in this third quarter.
Only played about 30 seconds here in the third quarter. Black with it now. He'll go back out on the right side. Black. Tightly guards, tipped in the air, gets it to Koffler, back to Black. Black from the foul line, a floater, no good. Ringer tips it back to Koffler. His shot won't go. Vecchiola had a hand on that rebound but couldn't get it. Here come the Leopards. Kovach the whole way in, missed the shot. Black with it. And now there's going to be an over and back.
And now they're going to call a carry.
Carry.
Yeah, they're going to call a carry on Aiden Black. Kind of cupped it a little bit as he was trying to drive up the floor.
Just like the second quarter, a rough start to this third quarter from both teams again, Tony. And there's Davis. He's going to be tied up there as he couldn't secure that quick pass, but they will keep the arrow for the Leopards.
And again, Vecchiola in the mix.
6:57 to go here in this third quarter. Haven't seen a point yet from either side. Comes in long to Moore. Now Alonzo Wade with it. Now Kovach on the right wing. Goes into Davis at the foul line. Back to Kovach. Looking inside to Wade. And off the glass and good. That's Alonzo Wade. He's up to 9. First points of the quarter. 33-22 Belle Vernon.
Yeah, and again, just use strength underneath for Alonzo Wade. Once he gets down on the blocks, he's tough to stop.
Black with it now. Koffler. Now it's Ringer on the right side. Into Martin. Martin's shot, it was halfway down. Missed it. Vecchiola, he put up a shot. 2 chances there, and the Mustangs come up empty.
Yeah, and 2 good looks, too.
Kovach down the lane. Into Davis, he puts it up and in. Nice ball movement, a nice finish by Davis. 35-22 Belle Vernon.
Layton getting ready to check back in, so that's a good sign for the Mustangs.
Yep. Black with it now. Comes down the lane, and he is fouled. 4th team foul on Belle Vernon.
That's on Curtis Wade. So now that's his second. So the only original starter for the Leopards not in any type of foul trouble is Trevor Kovach, who has 1. Tommy Davis, 2. Curtis Wade, 2. Zion Moore, 3. And Alonzo Wade with 3, I'm sorry.
And Aiden Black goes to the line, 60% free throw shooter. And the first is good. First point of the quarter for the Mustangs. 35-23. That's 7 points now for Black. Layton back in, and Martin's out for the Mustangs. Here comes the second for Black, and he makes both of them, so he has 8, and it is 35-24 Belle Vernon. 5:44 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, need the Mustangs to go on a little bit of a run here to get back in. Down 11, biggest lead of the night.
3 ball, no good for Moore. And the Mustangs get it. Here comes Black quickly ahead. Bounces it to Koffler. His shot good from the left blocks. 7 for Koffler. 35-26. Belle Vernon in front.
Yeah, nice little pull-up jumper there by Koffler. Saw the defender and just decided to pull up, hit that little 5-foot floater.
Wade. That was Alonzo Wade dumping it to Curtis Wade, and he draws the foul.
Foul's going to be on Aiden Black. They're going to say that he came across as he tried to make the block and hit Curtis Wade in the head. So Aiden Black now with his second foul of the night. It's going to send Curtis Wade to the line.
33% at the line for Curtis Wade. He makes the first. That's also his first point.
And only one team foul on the Mustangs so far. 5:07 to go here in the third quarter.
36-26. The second is too strong. Oh, he did go.
He got it to go.
I was going to say, yeah. It looked like that was no good, but he gets it to go. 37-26 now. 2 points for Curtis Wade. Black going to pull it out. Tightly guarded here, and it's going to be thrown away right into the Laurel Highlands bench. But it will stay with the Mustangs. Yes.
It's going to stay with the Mustangs off Zion Moore. And I'll tell you what, Curtis Wade doing a great job on Aiden Black defensively for the Leopards.
He is. Koffler with it now. Left corner for Ringer for three, and it's good. Jaden Ringer, 6th point of the game, a pair of threes, 37-29. 4:33 to go in the third. Kovac into Davis, back out to Kovac. Kovac kicks it to the corner to Moore. Whistle, and we're going to have a foul here on the Mustangs.
They're going to call it a shooting foul as well. It's going to be on Aiden Black, so now he's got 3. Now he's going to have to be careful, and it's going to send Zion Moore to the line. Moore with 11 so far here tonight. Make it 12.
He's 64% from the foul line. 38-29 now. Sorry, Tony.
No, you're fine. I was going to say Moore knocks down the first. There's his second attempt.
Gets them both. So that's 13. And it's a 10-point lead now, 39-29. Belle Vernon. Ringer on the right side. Back out to Black. Black goes back to Ringer. Wide open 3. Down. Jaden Ringer. He's found his stroke, 39-32. 9 points all on threes, Tony.
He had a nice job. Ringer, when you give him that much space, he can knock down a 3.
Alonzo Wade over to Kovac. Now Moore, deep on the left side. Cross courts it to Kovac. Kovac. Now Wade, that was Curtis Wade. Moore with it, right wing. Leighton on him. Now Curtis Wade, quick pass, and it was too fast for Alonzo Wade, and it'll go back to the Mustangs here on the turnover.
Yeah, just thrown out of his reach. I think Alonzo was going more towards the basket. Curtis thought he was coming out into the corner and just out of his reach, so a turnover there by the Leopards.
Black brings it up. 3:30 to go in the third quarter. Black steps into a 3. It's too strong. Big rebound, Vecchiola. Out to Koffler. Now Ringer on the left wing. Tightly guarded here.
Yes.
Now back out to Black.
Yeah, Zion Moore all over him. Not going to let him have another wide open 3 this trip.
Black. Now Ringer drives in. Nice pass to Leighton. Count it and 1 for Leighton. What ball movement there, Tony, by the Mustangs.
Great ball movement, and I think that's going to be on Zion Moore.
So if it is, that's his 4th.
And that's big.
It's huge.
3:08 to go. We're going to have to make a note of this one. So 3:08, and Moore is probably going to have to check out.
And the foul shot's good. 3 points for Leighton. And that is also the 5th foul on Belle Vernon, so the Mustangs will shoot 2 the rest of the way, and they're back in the game, Tony, only down 4, 39-35.
Yeah, cut into that. They were down 11 at the largest lead, and all of a sudden making a little bit of a run. And that's what we said. If they can make a run here in this third quarter, really can make it into a great basketball game.
And as you mentioned, Moore out with 4 fouls now. But answering at the other end
Alonzo
It was
Wade.
Alonzo Wade, and he is into double figures now, and it's 41-35. Here's Layton. That's off on the 3 at the other end. Wade, offensive foul. That was Curtis Wade just got out of control there, and
Coach Salvino's trying to say that he didn't give him a chance to land, but here's the thing. Sevi Vecchiola was standing right in the lane right there and ready to go. Wade just was a little out of control, and that was a good call.
So back to the Mustangs here, down 41-35, 2:35 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good call. Coach Salvino doesn't agree with it, but it was right there.
Comes in, here comes Black. He'll bring it up. Black crosses center now. Nice screen there by Layton, and Black just throws up a glass ball. Comes Curtis Wade with it now. Nice pass from Davis into Alonzo Wade, counted and one.
Well, Belle Vernon needs somebody to step up and score while Zion Moore's on the bench. And right there, Wade goes strong, and he's going to pick up the 4th foul on Aiden Black. So now Black's going to have to check out of the game.
Also, Layton coming out, and Varney is in.
I take that back. They're going to call that foul on Sevi Vecchiola. So that's only his first foul. I'm sorry. I thought that was on Aiden Black.
And the free throw is good for Wade.
Wade now with 7 in this quarter alone, 14 for the game.
44-35 now, Leopards. 2:03 to go. Long 2, Clang off the front rim. Varney a big rebound, dumps it to Vecchiola. He banks it in off the window. Vecchiola has 6. 44-37, Belle Vernon. 1:48 to go in the third. Alonzo Wade with it now. Comes into the lane, dumps it off. And that's a good basket for Curtis Wade. 46-37.
He said, thank you, brother. Nice little dish there for the layup.
Black quickly ahead. Stops, pops from the right side. Too strong. Galani on the rebound out the other end. Kovac missed the shot. A follow missed by Belle Vernon. That's going to be a foul, as that was Davis who came flying in there, and he'll be headed to the line here. 4th team foul on Laurel Highlands. And the first on Koffler.
All right, 1:23 to go, and you're right, first one on Koffler, and it's going to send Tommy Davis to the line. Davis kind of quiet here tonight.
Only his 3rd point.
Came in averaging 10, but right now just pretty quiet. Nice job underneath by the Laurel Highlands Mustangs to kind of keep Davis kind of quiet.
43% at the line from Davis, and he gets both of them. He has 6 now. 48-37. Belle Vernon extends the lead. 1:22 to go here in the third. Suchovitz in now. Comes across. There's Ringer on the left wing. He's going to step into a 3. It's around and off. Wade. It was Alonzo Wade on the rebound. Wade comes down the lane, can't get it to go, but a foul. That'll be the 5th foul on the Mustangs. So both teams now at the foul line the rest of the way here.
They're going to have Layton wanted to check back in. I think that foul is going to be on Sevi Vecchiola. They haven't posted it yet, but I'm pretty sure that's who it's going to be.
It is. That's his 2nd. First foul shot is good for Alonzo Wade. 49-37. And he gets the 2nd.
Having a big quarter right now.
50-37 now.
They're going to take Wade out and give him a little breather too. Don't want to see him pick up his 4th with 1:02 to go here in the third quarter.
Now at the other end, there's Suchovitz for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Curtis Wade. Under a minute to go now. Kovac with it.
Looks like they might even hold for the last shot. 40 seconds to go, a lot of time.
Loose on the floor, and it's a turnover. Layton comes up with it. And Koffler to bring it up now. Suchevitz down to 24 seconds. Layton. Here comes Ringer's three. Oh, it's around and out. Davis on the rebound. Gonna heave it here with 10 seconds off the front rim from midcourt. That was Kovac. Now at the other end, Koffler will be fouled.
Not sure what he was thinking, but like I said, 10 seconds to go. I think he thought there was only 1 second to go. Threw that up from half court and then committed the foul on the other side. So Koffler is going to go to the line here. Koffler, 7 points on the night. He made 5 points of those in the first quarter. The Mustangs trail by 13 here, 4.1 seconds to go, and Koffler's going to have 2. Koffler, a 71% free throw shooter on the year. His first attempt up and
no good.
Short off the front rim.
4.1 to go. After this quarter, we're going to be also welcoming in the radio audience here on WMBS as the Uniontown-Southmoreland game is finished. Missed both of them to Koffler, and he'll throw it over the backboard here. So after 3 quarters of play, it's Belle Vernon 50 and Laurel Highlands 37. We'll be back here on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS.
Accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
And welcome back here to Laurel Highlands High School, and we welcome in all of our listeners now on WMBS as we're on the radio side. TJ DeStefano, Tony Hanula, and Sarah Camp behind the camera. Nick Barczyk back at our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. 50-37 here, Tony, in favor of Belle Vernon. And what a game it's been here so far. And again, the Mustangs, despite the score, still not out of the basketball game.
Not by any means.
So as we start quarter 4 here now, Black with it for the Mustangs. Black gets it inside, and it's going to be blocked out of there, and here come the Leopards now. Ahead to Kovac. He puts it up and in. Kovac has 11 points, 52-37 in favor of the Leopards. Black now with the fort with the Mustangs. He drives in, puts it off, it won't go. Rebound Belle Vernon. Up with it is Moore. Moore gets it to Alonzo Wade. Wade, no shot here because he drew a foul in the lane.
And a nice little move there by Wade. Just couldn't get it to go, but we saw him. He's come alive here, had 9 points in that third quarter to kind of carry the Leopards as Zion Moore was out with foul trouble.
That was Suchevitz picking up his first foul, and we have a kicked ball here. It will stay with Belle Vernon. 52-37, the Leopards lead. 7:07 to go here. Comes in quick, and Kovac gets the roll. So Kovac, the first 4 points of the quarter for the Leopards, and it's now 54-37. Black with it. Pulls it out near center. Black Over to Ringer. He's going to step into an NBA three and drain that. Jaden Ringer, all his points tonight, Tony. All 12 of them on trays. 54-40. And then we're going to have a foul here at the other end on...
It's going to be on Aiden Black.
On Aiden Black as he walks away here. Now that will be his fourth. And that's for the second team foul here. The three by Moore is no good, and another foul on Laurel Highlands.
Now Davis just able to sky over Shane Layton there and grab that rebound. And he's going to pick up the foul, and I think that one's going to be on Shane Layton. Let's see who they do. They post that on Layton, so that's going to be his third.
So Tommy Davis to the line for Belle Vernon. 43% foul shooter. He has 6 points for the game. And makes the first.
Interesting. Did he make that basket? I didn't think he made the basket, but I guess he did.
He must have, yeah.
I didn't think it went in.
I didn't either. So we'll give him 9 points then for the game. 55-40. 6:18 to go here. Now we have a foul at the other end. This one on Belle Vernon, their first, and it's on
Curtis Wade.
Curtis Wade, who now has 4.
So you got a few guys there with 4. You got Moore and Curtis Wade. Now they do have a 15-point lead with 6 minutes to go. But still, time for the Mustangs to make a little hay.
Layton to Ringer. Back to Black. Left wing for 3. No good. Fight for the rebound into Belle Vernon hands. Here comes Moore. Moore into the lane. Stops, pops off the front rim, gets his own rebound, puts it back up and in for Zion Moore. 57-40. Belle Vernon pulling away now, Tony.
Yeah.
Black.
Nice move.
One-handed shot, and he lays it in there. A little finger roll for Aiden Black.
Nice shot there by Aiden Black. Had a couple defenders on him and able to just finger roll it up. Looked like George Gervin, the Iceman, from days gone by.
57-42. Nice ball movement there and a finish by Curtis Wade. 59-42 with 5:23 to go. Black. Whole way in. He gets it to go again. Aiden Black, coast to coast. Mustangs still battling here, 59-44. They need some defensive stops. Gets it in. The Wades get it there. Alonzo into Curtis. He was wide open, and he finishes at 61-44. Black now with it for the Mustangs. Black thought about the drive. Dumps it inside. Layton, now Varney. Little shot there from 14. First points for Varney tonight. 61-46, Belle Vernon. Kovac with it on the right side. Now it's Alonzo Wade. Inside, Moore couldn't use it. Ringer hit the deck there. Kovac on the right wing. Going inside, and Moore couldn't finish it. Varney the rebound. Here comes Black, and we're going to have a timeout by John Smith with 4:18 to go. 61-46. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with more. It's a C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
This is Jim Davis of the law firm of Davis & Davis. When my brother and I opened our firm in 1976, our goal was to help our neighbors in Fayette County get the protection and money that they deserve when they have been injured or hurt. We have grown throughout the years, and we have always been right here in Uniontown and Fayette County helping our neighbors. If you've been hurt or injured, I'll be happy to meet with you free of charge and do everything I can to make sure that you get the money you deserve. Call me at 724-437-2799.
And back here at Laurel Highlands High School, 4:18 to go. It's Belle Vernon 61, Laurel Highlands 46. TJ DeStefano, Tony Hanola, Sarah Camp behind the camera, Nick Barczyk back at our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Again, welcome all our radio listeners who joined us here in the fourth quarter. We're also on the WNBA's Facebook page, the South Union Township Sports Network, and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. And that ball is thrown away. Shane Layton just threw it away there, Tony. Goes back to Belle Vernon.
Yeah, tried to flip it down to see Suchevich in the middle of the lane, but just out of his reach. And the turnover by the Mustangs.
And also our video stream tonight, Movement Physiotherapy and Target Safety Solutions. We're going to have a foul here at the other end on the Mustangs.
Foul on Sevi Vecchiola. Picks up his third. So now that's going to send Tommy Davis to the line.
Team foul 4 on the Mustangs here. 3:55 left in the contest. Davis has 9 points. And he misses the first. He's a 43% foul shooter, averages 10 points a game. And the second is good. 62-46 now. Koffler brings it up for the Mustangs. Koffler, has it blocked by Moore, and it's loose on the floor, and Davis picks it up. Here come the Leopards. Kovac takes it the whole way in, and he's going to be fouled. They're going to get Pratt. You can tell by the frustration from him.
Yeah, he thought he had a clean block.
That's also the 15th foul, so the Leopards will shoot 2 the rest of the way here. Pratt's second, so that sends Trevor Kovac to the line, a 64% free throw shooter.
Makes the first.
Gets the first. 63-46. 3:40 left in the basketball game. Here comes the second. It's off the front rim and falls in. 64-46. Koffler with it for the Mustangs, over to Suchevich. Back to Koffler, 3-ball top of the key. It's off the front rim. Rebound tracked down by Koffler. Koffler drives in, hits the side of the backboard. Going the other way, lead feed for Kovac. Dumps it back to Moore, who puts it up and in. And they're going to call a foul as well?
I think they are.
They are.
I'm going to say that I don't know if it was Pratt. I'm going to say it came across his head as he was going up for the shot. Yeah, and it is. It's going to be on DJ Pratt.
That's his third.
So Zion Moore going to the line.
He has 17.
That's what I have him as too. Yep.
Chance at a three-point play. Moore, he averages 25 a game, 64% from the foul line. The three-point play is completed. 67-46, Belle Vernon, 3:16 to go. Black with it for the Mustangs, pulls it out to center. Black, tightly guarded. 3-ball on the way, no good from Layton. Big rebound, Vecchiola gets it back to Layton, and it's blocked from behind by Davis. And here come the Leopards. Alonzo Wade. Over to Moore. Steps into the 3. No good. Rebound Vecchiola. He's had a big game, Tony.
He sure has.
Black with it now. Comes in, throws it up as he almost was falling down there. But kept his balance, gets it to go. 67-48, Belle Vernon. 2:33 left. Moore, he is going to be fouled.
I think that's going to be Aiden Black, and if it is, that's his 5th. So Black's going to foul out. 2:31 to go in this game.
He'll foul out with 14.
That's what I have him at, too. Yep.
67-48 is our score. Belle Vernon leads here as Zion Moore will go to the foul line for a pair. And the first is no good off the front rim. Still 67-48.
Yeah, the Mustangs right now, we said, just played a good first half. It was just one of those things where they just couldn't overcome that 9-point deficit.
And we have a timeout here. 67-48, 2:31 left. We'll take a break. 60-second break. It's the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS.
Are you considering a project design and don't know where to start? K2 Engineering offers a wide range of professional civil, architectural, and municipal services to meet your individual project needs. Our versatility combined with our personalized approach is what sets us apart as a full-service engineering and consultation firm. To learn more about our services, please visit us on the web at www.k2engineering.net. K2 Engineering, where customer service is our priority.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. Fatty liver is the buildup of excess fat in liver cells and affects about 100 million people in the U.S. Risk factors include being overweight, diabetes, high cholesterol, and hypertension. If you have fatty liver, our team at U.S. Digestive Health urges you to talk to your doctor about getting a blood or ultrasound-based test to check for liver scarring that can lead to cirrhosis. For more information, call us at 724-437-7677.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, 2:31 to go in the game. Belle Vernon 68, Laurel Highlands 48. Laurel Highlands basketball after the timeout. Vecchiola with it now for the Mustangs. Luke Martin, he's going to step into a three and banks it in. Luke Martin, his first points of the contest, 68-51. Moore, now Kovac with it. Kovac slides, he's lost his balance, and they're going to call the travel? Yes.
Yep.
Back to the Mustangs here with 2:04 left.
And again, like we said, still playing hard. Down 17 with 2 minutes to go, but still putting a lot of effort into it.
No quitting the Mustangs, that's for sure. Ringer brings it up now. Now Martin on the right side. Suchevich, he's going to step into a three off the front rim. The rebound's tipped out, and Martin tried to save it in, but he couldn't. So back to the Mustangs, back to the Leopards with 1:50 left. And they have a 68-51 lead.
Mustangs playing tight defense here. Moore going to get it, and they're going to try to double team him into backcourt.
Ahead to Alonzo Wade. Now Kovac. Nice ball movement there, and the finish by Curtis Wade. He has 10 for the game, 70-51, Belle Vernon. 1:30 left. Ringer now on the left side. Over to Vecchiola at the top of the key. Vecchiola down the side of the lane. Ringer, a fadeaway shot, good from the right baseline. That's 14 for Ringer, 70-53, Belle Vernon. We're going to have a kicked ball here, and it'll stay with Belle Vernon.
Yeah, I think Koffler kicked that pass as they were trying to dump it down. Now you're going to have pretty much a full line change for the Belle Vernon Leopards. Checking in, going to be number 5, Galani, Dominic Galani checking in. Jude Minetti, who we saw earlier, Dane Doherty, also number 30, Brandon Yashevsko, and number 34, Cameron Jenko.
And it's Minotti with it. He puts it up, missed it. Doherty gets the rebound, and he puts it in. So that's his first points. 72-53. Pratt with it now for the Mustangs as we're under a minute to go. Pratt right down the lane. Little finger roll up and in for DJ Pratt. He has 4. 72-55. Whistle and a foul on the Mustangs here.
Yeah, Luke Martin trying to slow things down a little bit, but Belle Vernon is going to go to the line, as we said, after 5 team fouls, which Mustangs had early on in the 4th. Galani going to head to the line. Hasn't taken a foul shot yet this year.
And here's the first, and it falls off. He averages 2.8 a game. 72-55, 40.1 seconds to go. So Belle Vernon is going to improve here to 6-2 in section play, 11-5 overall. Second is good for Galani, his first point. 73-55. The Mustangs are going to fall to 0-8 and 2-18. Pratt misses it at the other end, but he is fouled. Second foul on Belle Vernon here.
And that's going to send Pratt to the line.
And he gets the first. That's point number 5 for Pratt. 73-56. That foul was on Doherty. Second, no good. Rebound for Belle Vernon. That was Galani. Gets it ahead, and that passes Luca Galani. His first points. 75-56. Pratt turnaround shot is a glass ball at the other end. 15 seconds left, and a timeout for Belle Vernon here with 14.2 to go.
Nah, they're just going to throw some subs in. That's Coach Salvino and Johnny Smith acknowledges it. They're just calling a timeout to get a couple guys in.
75-56. I don't think Belle Vernon's going to attempt. Well, they are now stepping into a 3, and that's an air ball by DeCenzo. 4 seconds left. Here comes Pratt for the Mustangs. He's going to race down, and it'll be no good, and that'll be the final score as Belle Vernon beats Laurel Highlands 75-56. The Leopards improved to 6-2 in section play, 11-5 overall. Laurel Highlands drops to 0-8 in section play, 2-18 overall, and the Mustangs have now lost 15 in a row. We'll take a break, be back with the post-game show. You're listening to the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS.
On the go? No time to stop? That's when you'll love Peachin Pharmacy's free prescription delivery and mail service. Call 724-626-9600 or send a message and ask about free prescription delivery and mail service. Next time you have a prescription to get or need a refill, have it delivered to your home or workplace. Prescriptions at your doorstep from Peachin Pharmacy.
Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Chris Parker Jr., the temperature's going down and prices keep going up.
But not at Autoland. Prices are 40 below here.
Are you kidding?
We are offering 40 below dealer invoice on new 2024 Hyundai. That's a savings of over $8,000 on select all-wheel drive SUVs. Or ask about available 0% APR finance.
Any other special offers?
The nationally advertised specials by Hyundai that you see on TV are available here at Autoland. Like the 2024 Elantra SE with a payment of only $219 per month.
Is Hyundai still offering 3-year, 36,000-mile free complimentary maintenance?
Yes, we are. And don't forget, along with lower prices, you also get Hyundai Owner Assurance, America's best warranty. 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, 5-year, and 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper coverage with every new Hyundai purchase. A direct from the Hyundai factory warranty. A warranty that gives you protection, not excuses.
Autoland Hyundai, downtown Uniontown, online at AutolandHyundai.com or phone 724-437-9999.
And remember, you always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
The T-Berry Law Office and attorney Vincent M. T-Berry would like to thank everyone who voted them Best Law Firm and Criminal Defense Attorney in the 2023 Best in Fayette contest. The T-Berry Law Office specializes in criminal defense, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. The T-Berry Law Office is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown.
Make your first call to attorney Vincent M. T-Berry in the T-Berry Law Office. Phone 724-430-0300 or visit their new website at tberrylawoffice.com. The T-Berry Law Office. Small town, big results.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Welcome to Allstate, where saving on your auto insurance is kind of like a joyride. You, your car, and an open road. Maybe your best friend, too. The music is chill, and so is the traffic. Allstate. Here, better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands at Allstate.
In Uniontown, call Allstate agent Russ Vallejo at 724-439-9700 or stop in Russ's office on Lebanon Avenue.
Allstate and affiliates offer products and services subject to availability, terms, and conditions.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
And we're back here at Laurel Highlands High School. The final score, Belle Vernon 75 and Laurel Highlands 56. It's our post-game show being brought to you by Peachin Pharmacy. Peachin Pharmacy in the downtown Connellsville Peachin Market. Same hours and free prescription delivery. And our post-game stats are courtesy of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Tony, all yours.
All right, thanks, TJ. For the victorious Belle Vernon Leopards, who improved to 11-5 overall, 6-2 in Section 3-4A play. They were led tonight by Zion Moore, who had 19 points, 16 points from Alonzo Wade, 15 from Trevor Kovach, 10 from both Curtis Wade and Tommy Davis, 2 points from Jude Minetti, Dane Doherty, and Luca Galani, and a made free throw by Dominic Galani. They scored 20 in the first, 11 in the second, 19 in the third, 25 in the fourth for their total of 75. Only 2 made threes tonight, one by Zion Moore and one by Trevor Kovach, both of those coming in the second quarter, and they were 19 for 24 from the foul line here tonight. For the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, they were led tonight by Aiden Black and Jaden Ringer, who both had 14 points. Black before he fouled out with 2:31 to go in the fourth. 7 points from Ethan Koffler, 6 points from Sevi Vecchiola, 5 points from Shane Layton and DJ Pratt, a made three by Luke Martin, and 2 points from Brennan Varney. 20 in the first, only 2 points in that second quarter, 15 in the third, 19 in the fourth for their total of 56. 6 made threes, 4 of those by Ringer, 1 by Ethan Koffler, and 1 by Luke Martin, and they were 8 for 13 from the foul line here tonight.
And those were the post-game stats, courtesy of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. We'll take one more break, and Tony and I will come back to wrap it up here from Laurel Highlands High School. Belle Vernon wins at 75-56. You're listening to the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 61st year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Silva & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repairs, and glass installation. They'll gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they'll work with your insurance company.
With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Sova & Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it's the goal of Ted Sova & Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Take it from me, Matt Sapienza, an actual satisfied customer. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Sova & Son Body and Fender Repair, LLC. Family owned and operated for 61 years. Always proud to support local high school sports.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
Movement Physiotherapy is here to serve you. Now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, Movement Physiotherapy treats back issues, knee and ankle pain, shoulder, hip, neck, and balance issues, and provides post-surgical rehab. Using aquatic therapy, manual therapy, therapeutic exercise, soft tissue massage, electrical stimulation, running analysis, and balance programs, Tyler Gasek and his team are ready to improve your health with physical therapy. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
From chips and cracks to splits and shatters, if you need new glass, Fay West Glass Company is the one to call. Fay West Glass has served Fayette and Greene counties for over 25 years and specializes in residential glass installations and replacements, plus commercial and industrial glass. So when that window's busted or that sliding door shattered and you can't wait, Fay West is available. 724-439-8600. That's 724-439-8600. Proudly local and veteran-owned, Fay West Glass will earn your business.
And we're back here at Laurel Highlands High School, wrapping up a 75-56 win for Belle Vernon over Laurel Highlands. Tony, your final thoughts?
Final thoughts was the Mustangs didn't play too bad tonight, to be honest with you. And the score was really not indicative of how well they played. They just, like we said, another tough quarter. You know, that second quarter, they got down 9. Thought they may be able to come back from it a little bit, but by the time the fourth quarter rolled around, they were just a little bit worn out. And like I said, you can't fault their effort, though, TJ. They were down, 15 points with 2 minutes to go and still trying as hard as they could. So give them a lot of credit, and congratulations to Belle Vernon. By my calculation, they clinched the playoff spot out of that Section 3-4A play with their win here tonight. So we'll see what happens. You're right, 3 teams trying to shoot for 2 playoff spots here for the rest of this week, and should be kind of interesting.
And now next week, Belle Vernon, they'll host Albert Gallatin on Tuesday. Next Friday, they will go to Elizabeth Forward. On the other side, Laurel Highlands is at Southmoreland on Tuesday, and they'll finish up here next Friday against Uniontown.
Right, a big crosstown rivalry game, and put it this way, if they can only win one more game this year, I'm sure they'd like to do it next Friday night.
So the Leopards again now 6-2 in section play, 11-5 overall. Laurel Highlands 0-8 in the section, 2-18 overall. The Mustangs have lost 15 in a row now. Tony, still searching for that first win here this year and see if they can maybe snag one of these last 2 games.
Yeah, well, hopefully, like I said, like to see them get off the schneid, and you're right, win at least one of these last two games, if not both of those last 2 games. But yeah, it's been a tough season, but just one of those things. You can't fault their effort.
Not at all. Tony, great to work with you again as always.
Same here, buddy. And always good, TJ.
We'll do it again soon. The mayor of Hopwood. I always get it in there once. There it is. I saved it for the end.
Thank you, sir.
Anytime. And that'll do it here tonight from Laurel Highlands. We want to thank Nick Barczyk back at our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios, Sarah Camp on the camera. For Tony Hanula, I'm TJ DeStefano. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Final score, Belle Vernon 75, Laurel Highlands 56. You've been listening to the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS. Good night, everybody.
My name is